York Revolution is on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Onto the track, it is gone! It's gone!
Revs Baseball is brought to you by Wellspan Sports Medicine, People's Bank, Shipley Energy, Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, Maple Donuts, Harvey's Rental, Flying Feet, Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group, Broadway Transmission, Dasher Investment Services, Smith Wealth Advisory Group, Royal Manchester Golf Links, Dutch Apple Dinner Theater, York County Bar Association, Lidl, CBD Supply MD York, Crunch Fitness, Columbia Gas, York County Solid Waste Authority, PSECU, and by the Pennsylvania Lottery.
Deep left center, it is gone! Swing and a miss, he struck him out! Base hit! Revs win!
Now with the call of today's game, here's the voice of the York Revolution, Daryl Henry.
Good evening, everyone, from People's Bank Park here in downtown York. Welcome to game number 85 of York Revolution Baseball. Tonight, homestand continues, and the Revs, who are playing some pretty good ball of late, have an important series starting as the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs return here to York. Hi again, everybody. Daryl Henry with you. Welcome to Revs Baseball on a beautiful night here in downtown York. It feels like September here on this September the 3rd, start of Labor Day weekend, and we are on YouTube only tonight. We've got high school football on the radio with Ray and Andy carrying West York at Spring Grove. Our coverage there presented by Wellspan Sports Medicine. You're stuck with me here on the Revs and WOYK YouTube channels, as the Revs tonight, believe it or not, they are going for their first 3-game home winning streak of the season. They've won back-to-back home games for the 6th time. One of the things heading toward the final stretch, the final month of this 2021 season, has to be racking up some wins at home, and they're in the midst of this 10-game homestand, 3-3 so far on it. But going a little bit further back, they've won 7 of their last 10 overall. They've beaten up on Long Island, one division rival. Of course, the Ducks are already in the postseason. And tonight, they've got another division rival coming in, and it's another team that they have to find a way to beat up on some. Southern Maryland, 13-11, tied for first with Lancaster, and of course Long Island already in the postseason. It doesn't matter quite as much what they do in the second half as it does what Southern Maryland and Lancaster do. Revs with the win last night, and meanwhile Lancaster and Southern Maryland split a doubleheader in Waldorf, so the Revs moved in front of Long Island from 4th back into 3rd once again, and they also moved from 3.5 back to 3 full games back, and playing a Southern Maryland team that they have struggled against. But of course, at one point we said the same about the Revs against Long Island. At one point they had lost 6 in a row against the Ducks, and all they've done here the last week plus is win 5 out of 6 against them. Meanwhile, against Southern Maryland, the Revs just 4-10, and that is their worst record against any opponent this season. But maybe they can turn that around as well. They had lost 8 in a row against the Blue Crabs until winning Game 2 of a doubleheader last Sunday. As the Blue Crabs bookend this homestand, they were here for the first 3. They are here for the final 4, including the wraparound of the holiday game on Labor Day Monday. And in fact, the Revs are tonight playing Game 10 on a stretch of 30 consecutive games in their own division. And that'll take them through September 23rd, when they have a couple weeks against only the South Division. And at that point, just 3 division games remain, and those are the final 3 of the season at Long Island, October 8th, 9th, and 10th. But right now, in the midst of a stretch of 30 in a row against the Atlantic League North, and they are 6-3 so far on that stretch, and 7-3 in their last 10 overall. Tonight it's left-hander Austin Nicely facing the Blue Crabs again. He had a gem last Sunday, but a tough luck loss 2-1 in Game 1 of that doubleheader against Carl Bryce, and the Blue Crabs, who he faces tonight, nicely 5-8, a 3.57 ERA for the year. Bryce is 3-2 with an ERA of 6.61, and against the Revs, he is 2-0. He's got 2 of his 3 wins against York. Take a look at what's on tap tonight, brought to you by Brewery Products and Bud Light, which is on tap, as always, here at Peoples Bank Park. Coming up in our next segment, quick look at the Atlantic League standings and the weekend ahead here at Peoples Bank Park. Then we'll hear from Mace here coming up shortly as well. Get an update on Nelly Rodriguez, who had to leave the game last night with a hit-by-pitch to the hand. The report is good. Revs could have him back in the lineup as soon as tomorrow, and if not then, they certainly think on Sunday. But we'll let Mace detail all of that for you. And our first pitch tonight set for 6:30, a beautiful September night here at Peoples Bank Park on Sports Radio 98.9 FM, sort of, and 1350 WOYK.
For more than a century, Pennsylvania American Water has been a recognized leader in all things water. That's why more and more communities are looking to them to serve as their wastewater service provider. Pennsylvania American Water's team of experts has what it takes to deliver safe, dependable, environmentally responsible water services from the source to your tap and back to the source again. Being a good steward of your water, including what goes down the drain, is just one more way Pennsylvania American Water helps keep life flowing.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called Peoples Bank Park. Peoples Bank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make our communities great, and to you having a great time at Peoples Bank Park. Peoples Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Pre-game from Peoples Bank Park tonight. We've got some promos on the field involving the wiffle ball pros that come to Peoples Bank Park in the fall. Andrew Dundon and Tyler Hill took their cuts again. I'm not sure if either of them made contact. It didn't quite look like it, but take a quick look around the league, brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. And in the Atlantic League North, again, Lancaster and Southern Maryland both 13-11. Revs are 3 games back, certainly in it, in third place here in the second half. In the South, High Point has a 2.5-game lead on West Virginia. The Rockers have won 3 in a row. They are 17-9. 2.5 up on West Virginia, 4 up on Gastonia, who kind of picked a bad time to lose 4 in a row, and I believe 3 of those were against High Point, and that has them now 4 games back. And the Revs, before they head off to Lancaster and then Southern Maryland, 4 more games here on this homestand. We've got tonight's game, which is dance night, those festivities underway. Tomorrow is Ag and Farm night, also Lutherans Fight Hunger night here at the stadium. Sunday at 2 p.m., Spaceballs Day, presented by Colson Technologies. Recovery Day, Bark in the Park. Sunday Family Fun Day, presented by Wise Markets. And then Monday, Labor Day, 6:30. It's Nothing Night. Sounds great. Kwame Katana's Back to School Bash. Hunger Free Monday, presented by Frank Rossi, Geico Insurance Agent. And for that, bring a non-perishable food item for the York County Food Bank and get 2 ticket vouchers to a future Revs game. Tickets are on sale at YorkRevolution.com, 717-801-HITS, and at the Shipley Energy ticket office. Approaching game time here, gorgeous night in York. Revs and Blue Crabs starting a big series coming up. And up next for us, it's the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. Mace joins us coming up next.
The 1741 Club is here. You in? People's Bank Park introduces a revolution in hospitality in York. The 1741 Club, presented by UPMC. Now open on the skybox level of People's Bank Park, the 1741 Club features stylish design and contemporary decor, all-inclusive food and beverages, and totally flexible ticket purchase options. The hottest spot in York is the place to entertain and thank customers, reward employees, celebrate family occasions, or simply treat yourself to an all-inclusive experience at the ballpark. Nightly menus include enhanced classics and a rotation of special offerings, and house selections of draft beer and wine and a full range of non-alcoholic beverages are included in the ticket price. 1741 Club tickets are available for individual purchase through 3 levels of membership or as season tickets, and they can be used for any of the York Revolution's home games based on availability. The 1741 Club, presented by UPMC. You in? Details and pricing at 1741club.com.
Shadowfax is committed to helping people with intellectual disabilities live an everyday life in their home and community. Currently, Shadowfax is seeking applicants of a passion for making a difference, one person at a time. Open positions include residential direct support professional, day services community support staff, LPN, IT manager, and residential schedulers. For a full list of open positions and pay rates, visit shadowfax.org. Shadowfax, building relationships, creating possibilities. Shadowfax is an equal opportunity employer.
Catch the Revs all season on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Fans, it's time to go inside the clubhouse for the latest on your York Revolution and tonight's matchup. It's time for the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. Now, here's the manager of the Revs, Mark Mason.
All right, Mace. Well, obviously, this is a huge stretch of weeks with all these division games and another big win last night and come from behind fashion. I know you don't want to fall behind like that, but the guys responding big time again.
Yeah, the offenses, they pulled our butts out of the fire here the last couple of games. But, I thought Joey threw the ball okay overall. We had a couple plays we probably could have made that resulted in some extra runs. But I think of the 5, he only gave up 3 earned. So really didn't throw the ball bad. Just, when you don't get a first out sometimes when you should, it kind of makes the inning a little tougher to get out of.
I think probably of utmost importance, how is Nelly doing after the hit by pitch?
Actually, good report today. Just a contusion, so day-to-day. So we're going to give him today off. He was 80% better today than he was last night. So I'm going to say there's a 75% chance we get him in there tomorrow, but if not, I'd say Sunday for sure.
Well, the fact that Dotel can play outfield now and that you get Franco back in, you were able to make so many moves last night, the chain reaction and that stuff that you probably couldn't do a week or two ago, right?
No, exactly right. In the 9-hole position in our lineup card, I think I had 9 numbers. I think 9 different players rotated through there last night, counting pitchers and pinch hitters. So, it was, it was a lot. We're not used to managing that way in this league, but this year you got to do what you got to do. But as long as we win the game, I don't care how many moves I got to make. So, Encarnacion come up big with the homer at the pinch hit. And, JC, if you look at the stats, he hammers left-handed pitching. So, and he didn't let us down there either. I think it was the first pitch, see you later. So, that was a big swing for us. And then the bullpen did a great job after that.
Yeah, 5 different relievers, and offensively, you had a lot more opportunities, but that's also because you had a lot of base runners on. Was the patience where you wanted it to be with the number of walks that you drew last night?
I'll say yes. But when you look at the runners in scoring position, we were 1 for 10, which that's not very good, and we left 15 on base, which also isn't very good. But we had a chance to score 20 runs, but timely hitting is just as important as just leading off the inning with home runs. So we got to do a better job with runners in scoring position. Our batting average across the whole season hasn't been very good with runners in scoring position. So if we can get that number, that batting average number to go up, then I think it'll make life a little easier on the pitchers as well.
Well, we mentioned it yesterday also. You're getting a lot of production from the bottom, and Lenin Rodriguez again, and really hitting it to all fields and doing it with authority. What do you think has changed for him?
Well, I think last night his swings were more, backside swings, trying to hit the ball to right field, right center. When you don't play all the time, and like him and Tyler, they didn't play as much when Castro was here. So, when you get a chance to play, of course, you're a little jumpy when you haven't been there every day in the batter's box. So, when you're a little jumpy, you're going to get out there, and it looks like you're going to try to pull everything, and you roll a lot of pitches over to your pull side of the field. So I just think last night he's had some more at-bats, now more consistent at-bats in the past week or so. And I think it's allowing him to be more patient, let the ball travel to him, and then use his hands like he does in batting practice and, hit that ball to right field and right center. Because for a right-handed hitter, there's a lot of hits out that way. And you just got to be willing to let the ball travel and try to do it.
Well, obviously, Southern Maryland, it's another team that you've got to have success against, and you've got Austin Nicely here tonight. Great last Sunday against them. He faces them again right away. But when we've seen him do that, facing an opponent back-to-back starts, he's got a pretty good track record there with, I know Gastonia comes to mind with that.
Yeah, I just, Austin and I will talk. He's not at the ballpark yet, but, we'll talk when he gets here. I'm sure he's going to want to change his approach a little bit. So, we can talk about that. I haven't seen their lineup yet, but I'm assuming it's going to be pretty much the same, at least same 7 guys, and maybe 2 different guys rotate in and out. But, so, I mean, we'll talk about how he wants to go about it. But I just, I'm a believer in until somebody proves that they can beat you, just stay with your program, right? I mean, don't try to change something if there's no need to change it. If it looks like they're making an adjustment, then we can make an adjustment in return. But I think out of the gate, every pitcher has to pitch to their strength, and that's your best way to win. And then just try to make the hitters, make them try to beat your best stuff. That's all.
And then against Bryce, anything need to change approach-wise? I know you had some hard hit outs against him last week.
Yeah, we did. I mean, the second outing there at their place, we really didn't do much with him. We hit him a little bit better here at our park, but I give Carl a lot of credit. His command has gotten much better since he was with us, and when he was in Gastonia at the beginning of the year. I mean, when he pitched against us down there, I don't even know if he lasted an inning out there. So. But a part of that was he would walk some guys, and then when you start walking guys, you try to be perfect when you throw the ball and you start aiming it. And when you start aiming it, you lose your velocity, and it's a chain reaction to things that happens with a pitcher. So I think right now Daryl Thompson and Matt Latos, they've done a really good job, because I'm sure Matt's talking to him too. And that's 2 veteran guys, and he's absorbing it, and he's putting it into play. So. Our initial approach was with him, be real patient, because, he can be wild, but he's been getting ahead of us in the count. And once hitters are down 0-1, 0-2, 1-2, I mean, it becomes a different at-bat. So, I think right now maybe we got to hunt for something early in the count to hit, and then try to put a bat on it.
All right, Mace, thanks a lot. Good luck here tonight.
Yep, thank you.
All right, Revs manager Mark Mason on the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. I believe the Revs are about ready to take the field, and Austin Nicely should be about ready, but the home plate meeting is still taking place. This has been a lengthy one, and right now Stan Clyburn doing the bulk of the talking, it looks like, and we also have only 2 umpires. I'm not sure where Warren Nicholson is. He was supposed to be part of this crew. It looks like J.B. Torres is behind the plate and Mike Williams on the bases. So that'll be a little bit different rotation, different assignments, certainly more responsibility for the base ump to try to cover everything. But it's been a lengthy meeting at the plate, and it might be it might be regarding that. I'm not sure. They always go over ground rules at the start of each series and exchange lineup cards, obviously, and all of that. And Mace, who doubles as pitching coach here this season, he's always down in the bullpen with the starting pitcher unless it's the first game of the series, and then he'll come to home plate to go over the ground rules as well. But if they ever finish their chat, I think we'll be taking the field here. Revs are back in black tonight, wearing the black jerseys and hats for this one. And Southern Maryland wearing their bright red alternate jerseys with the gray road pants. Revs just 4-10 against the Blue Crabs this season. Again, it is their most rugged record against any opponent. The next worst is 3-6 against West Virginia, but snapped that 8-game head-to-head skid last Sunday, and perhaps they can still turn things around against the Blue Crabs the way that they have against Long Island, for instance. This is the second of 3 consecutive weekends that York and Southern Maryland meet. And in fact, beginning back on August 17th, here comes our third umpire. The jog of shame in from the left field corner. Where on earth might he have been? Get locked in there. Well, now, okay, it's not going to be a 2-man crew. We've got our trio all locked and loaded. But I remember when New Britain was here and Greg Golson got locked in the dugout bathroom and couldn't come out to swing the bat? Like, you think is that what happened here? I have no idea. They'll get the plate ump, who I believe is J.B. Torres tonight. It looks like we actually have a replacement for Warren Nicholson. I think Mike Williams is the one that came running out to umpire first base, just based on having seen these gentlemen before. But get the plate ump wired up for Trackman tonight. And cue the intro as the Revs finally get set to take the field. Again, beginning August 17th, the Revs and Blue Crabs meeting 16 times in 34 games, including this, the second of 3 consecutive weekends. Revs will be in Waldorf next weekend for 4 games in 3 days, including a doubleheader next Friday night. And it's set to go as here they come. Revs make their way out and take the field, looking to make it a 3rd consecutive win here tonight, with Austin Nicely, who's 2nd in the league in ERA, behind only Southern Maryland's Daryl Thompson, who the Revs will miss in this series. He started Game 2 and beat the Barnstormers in their doubleheader last night. The Revs out on the field, and listen in on Matt and Carol from Sweet Life Music, getting set to perform our national anthem here tonight.
Fans, please rise if you are able to remove all headwear and welcome Matt and Carol of Sweet Life Music for the performance of our national anthem presented by Veritas Federal Credit Union.
That is Matt and Carol from Sweet Life Music with an acoustic duet here tonight. Our national anthem here at the stadium, and set to go as these nights feel more and more like autumn and postseason time approaching, and the Revs in the thick of it, 3 games back in the Atlantic League North here in the second half, trying to scrap and eventually become a part of that playoff picture. Starting lineups tonight are brought to you by Flying Feet. For Southern Maryland, they will have Cesar Trejo leading off and playing left field. Kent Blackstone is at second base, hitting second. Jovan Rosa, the first baseman, hits third. David Harris is the cleanup hitter, and he plays in right. Alex Crosby will do the DHing and hit fifth. Josh McAdams at third base is batting sixth. Zach Collier in center field is hitting seventh. Joe DeLuca, the catcher, batting eighth, and Michael Baca at shortstop will hit ninth. Again, Trejo, Blackstone, Rosa, Harris, Crosby, McAdams, Collier, DeLuca, and Baca, with Carl Bryce 2-0 against the Revs in 2 starts with Southern Maryland. The lineup that will face him with Austin Nicely on the hill tonight, it's James Harris leading off for the Revs. He's in right. Jack Kenley at second base hits second. Malky Mesa, left field, batting third. Cleanup man Carlos Franco playing at first base. Wellington Dotel will DH and hit fifth. Josue Herrera at third base, bats sixth. Osmi Gregorio, the shortstop, hitting seventh. Lenine Rodriguez will do the catching and hit eighth. And Darian Sanford in center field, bats ninth. Again, Harris, Kenley, Mesa, Franco, Dotel, Herrera, Gregorio, Rodriguez, and Sanford for York. That's enough chit-chat. Cesar Trejo stands in. Our Dasher Investment Services first pitch is in for a strike. We are underway at 6:38. Would have been sooner, but here's a swing and a ground ball towards second. Kenley to his right, gets in front, fires to first, 1 down. Good start for Nicely. He has his first out on 2 pitches. He faced the Blue Crabs last Sunday and a complete game loss, 2-1 in 7 innings, and he needed only 83 pitches to go 7 in the game that night, or that day. Here's Kent Blackstone, left-hand hitter, second baseman. He lays off low and away. No Ruby Silva in their lineup tonight. That's Nicely really handled him on Sunday. 1-0, and a fastball that misses inside. Blackstone hitting .232 with 8 home runs. Revs have held him to a .133 clip, though. And the pitch, he swings and he bounces it to first. Franco comes up, gloves it, belt high, takes it over to the bag. Weakly hit, topper to first, and 2 ground ball outs for Nicely to start the night. 75 degrees, partly cloudy. Our weather brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. A little breeze. And much of the sky is blue, sun shining on the outfield at the moment, as it has been all day. And with 2 down quickly, Jovan Rosa stands in. This is his 6th game since coming back to the league. And he lays off low and in. He had been in Mexico earlier this year. 3 for 12 with a home run in 5 games back with Southern Maryland. The 1-0, and he swings and bounces a foul over by David Harris, who's on deck. And Nicely overall 5-8, 3.57 ERA. That's the league's 2nd lowest. Only Daryl Thompson at 3.02 has spun a better ERA. 1-1, and a breaking ball called strike. Got the backdoor called. Nicely 4th in innings, less than a hit per inning. Opponents hitting .248. That's tied for the league's lowest. 36 walks, 53 Ks for the year. Here's the 1-2, and a ground ball foul down past Ray Ortega, their third base and hitting coach. Nicely, 95 and 2/3 innings, 92 hits. He's got the 5th best whip as well. He deals. And a changeup in the dirt. Blocked off to the right by Lenine, who starts behind the plate for him tonight. Righties have hit 263 off nicely. Lefties just 195. He winds the 2-2. And a swing and a foul back off the top of the netting. Here at home, nicely 3-5 with a 3.10 ERA. It's been good home and road, but even better here at home. Despite some tough luck losses, including the last time out. Now he'll try it again. He delivers. And a changeup down in the dirt. It goes to 3-2. He's gotten the first 2 on ground ball outs to start the night. Now the cloud cover hiding the sunlight as nicely deals. And a line drive off the glove of Herrera at third, who went up the ladder. It ricochets into shallow left. Mesa in toward the line to pick up. Staring at Rosa, trying to bait him and saying, "Come on, run on me." But he's content with a 2-out single. Ball stung, good at bat. And Herrera did what he could. He went as high as he could on the leap, but right off the end of the leather. Now a 2-out base runner for David Harris, the K-man tonight. And nicely with the pitch to him. Fastball it is, just inside. Harris hitting 270, 13 home runs. 7 of those have been hit off lefties. Nicely did strike him out twice last week. 1-0 and a swing and a miss on a fastball. Lights starting to come on here at Peoples Bank Park. Nicely ready. And the 1-1. It is just outside. Changeup missed. A complete game loss last week. 7 innings, 2 runs, 1 was earned. Both scored in the first inning. He only allowed 4 hits and just 1 hit after the first inning. He was marvelous. Here's the 2-1 and a swing and a bouncer softly to third. Herrera charges, bare hands, he throws, and it's in the dirt and gets by Franco. And Rosa will hustle to third. Ortega holds him there, and the inning continues, first and third. Herrera came up. It'll be an infield hit and a throwing error. He came up and elected to barehand it. Don't know if potentially he could have gloved and then threw, but went to the bare hand and had time, but threw low. Franco on the stretch, unable to pick it. It stayed low. It didn't come up. First and third for Alex Crosby. Crosby, the DH, left against left here. And nicely with the pitch. It is a fastball called strike. 92 on that one. Crosby hitting .329, 11 home runs. He's also 5th in the league in doubles with 21, tied for 5th in total hits. Nicely the pitch, swinging a line drive the other way, foul into the corner in left. No balls, 2 strikes. It's Matt Latos went scurrying all the way into the corner to chase that one down, trying to race Melky to it. Crosby's hit .357 against York. A couple home runs here last weekend. 0-2, and he swings and chops a foul down past the Revs' first base dugout. nicely finished that game last Sunday, retiring 19 of his final 23. It's his third career complete game. He had one with Evansville in each of the 2018 and 19 seasons. Now ready with it, and another 2-strike pitch. It is beaten foul against Crosby's leg. Thought last week they kind of came out hitting his fastball early in counts, and it's not like they did a lot of damage on him, but it seems like maybe more changeups early in the game tonight so far. Now ready. Here's the 0-2 again. Breaking ball fought off against the net. And I don't know that every pitcher does this, but nicely keeps a book on every start, charts every hitter, and goes back to that as reference. Very much in tune with the mental approach and the strategic approach. He's ready. Now another 0-2, and in the dirt, and Lenine makes a run-saving block, deadens it right off the chest protector. It's good to be able to trust your guy back there to handle it. That is a big weight off the shoulders for a pitcher. Lenine and Tyler Hill have both been solid back there, sharing time. Nicely ready. Here's the 1-2. And a swing and a high fly foul. This is out of play, left field side. He had the first 2 outs extremely quickly. Now we're up to 24 pitches this inning. Southern Maryland making him work. Looking for a scoreless top half. And he'll try it again. Swing and a bouncing ball hits softly to second. Kenley over toward first. Short release to first base and got him. 3 ground ball outs in a scoreless first for Nicely. There were 2 hits and an error, but both of the runners left on base. At the end of a half inning tonight, it's the Blue Crabs nothing, the Revs coming up.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission again, and this time I have things on my mind, like warranty and service after the repair. You already know Broadway Transmission has been part of the community for 67 years at the same location. But did you know that in that time, your county has seen many transmission shops close its doors, like
Amco,
Atomic,
Clutch and Go,
Dr. Transmission,
Cotman,
York County Transmission,
Winters,
Goodlings,
Lee Miles,
A1.
Yeah! What grinds my gears about these closings are the customers are left with no warranty. Stop! Don't make that same mistake. Broadway Transmission has over 40,000 transmission jobs under our belt, and we are still here today standing behind our famous 3-year warranty. We kid around a lot on our ads, but nothing is funny about having no warranty when you need it. Avoid that risk with the only smart choice in all of your county and stop by Broadway Transmission today. Broadway Transmission will get your ship together and stand behind it too. Visit us on the web at broadwaytrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
I felt like my well-being was tied to the morning stock numbers. I wanted to invest, but grew tired of the stress of potential losing it all. A friend of mine suggested I talk to Tom Dasher about a fixed index annuity that could be a stable option while still seeing potential growth. Tom has been helping folks here in York County for over 30 years. Give him a call at 717-487-2096 to see if he can assist you.
Cannonball Charlie's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
No score. Austin Nicely works out of a little yam in the top of the first inning. Revs come to bat against right-hander Carl Bryce, who beat Nicely 2-1 last Sunday here at Peoples Bank Park. In that game, Bryce went 5 innings. Nicely went all 7, but Bryce allowed just 1 run, did give up 6 hits, but throwing more strikes at this stage. Walked 2 in that game, only struck out 1, and did not have the deep counts that we had seen from him in the past. And we'll see if the Revs change their approach against him. He was getting ahead consistently. And they had a bunch of counts where they were behind in the count. Bryce against York as a starter with Southern Maryland, 2-0 with a 3.38 ERA in 2 starts. With the Blue Crabs in 6 starts, 3-2 with a 6.16 overall. And overall for the year, 3-2 with a 6.61, including the 16 relief outings he made with Gastonia. Now, James Harris will lead things off. Here is Bryce's first pitch. And a fastball, that's over for a strike. It is J.B. Torres behind the plate. Warren Nicholson at first, Mike Williams at third. The wind and the 0-1. And a fastball, and he paints the outside again. Joe DeLuca, his catcher, signaling back to him. He liked that spot. Harris, who walked 4 times last night, tying a Revs record, pitched to him. And he grounds it, shortstop. Baca to his left, scoops it cleanly, throws low, but Rosa at first sticks the pick. And he had time to read that one. That's one that it's almost an in-between hop. You can flinch and kind of pull back on that one a little prematurely. It's not the short hop, but Rosa handled it. Now 1 away. Here is Jack Kenley. Kenley's average last night dipped under 300 for the first time since mid-June. He's hitting .299, 8 home runs. And he swings first pitch and lofts a pop-up foul. First base side, that'll get up onto the roof. And it's been a bit of a slow homestand for him. He's 3 for 22, was 1 for 10 in that Long Island series, but he did score 4 runs and homered on Tuesday night. It's the 0-1, and a swing and a foul tip back to the backstop. Now, Southern Maryland, they have held the Revs' top 3 hitters in particular really in check. All 3 at the top of the Revs lineup held under 200 by Southern Maryland pitching. Bryce deals, and a fastball, it's in there, called third strike. I think Jack was either looking off speed or just didn't pick it up, and he is rung up for out number 2. Here comes Melchizedek. No score here in the first inning tonight. Malky hitting at .319, 12 home runs. 57 knocked in. And the pitch, he swings and pops a foul back. Has homered in each of the last 2 games. Last night, 2-run shot, the 52nd of his Revs career. Actually, 2 of the last 3 games he homered in. So the next one's down and away. But last night broke a tie with Isaias Tejeda for 4th in Revs history in home runs. It's the 1-1, and that is outside. Only Telvin Nash, Andres Perez, and Chris Nowak are ahead of him. 4th all-time in homers, 5th in runs batted in. Pitch from Bryce, it is down and away. 3 balls, 1 strike. Pitch to him, he swings and he rolls one toward the middle. Baca and Blackstone, neither can get there. It crawls into left center for a base hit. Now Malky is on. He's hit safely in 5 straight. Seeing eye variety, but he'll take it. off the end of the bat and rolling it out past short. Blackstone went all the way over to the shortstop side of second to give it a look. Now the inning continues for Carlos Franco. Franco held hitless in 5 at-bats last night. The night before, his first start back, he drove in 3, including the winner, doubled and homered. And Bryce missing outside on him. Overall with York, 315, 4 home runs, 21 batted in just 16 games. The 1-0. And Bryce hits the outside corner. He is hitting his spots early on again tonight. On the stretch. And the 1-1 swing and a high fly ball right center field. This is deep. Collier is back. It is caught. It's the right fielder, David Harris, who comes over. Right in front of the wall, padding in deep right center. Franco, a sky-high drive to the wall, and it came down right in front of the wall, padding to end the inning. Just missed. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left. And we've played 1 inning complete tonight. Revs and Blue Crabs scoreless.
Runners know the challenge. It's not the uncompromising weather. It's not the pounding repetition. It's not knowing how to dig deep as you start the climb of that last hill. For runners, the challenge is the discipline to keep running. Flying feet. Casual runners, amateur runners, hardcore runners, no matter what level runner you are, Flying Feet Sports Shoes is with you every step of the way. Flying Feet has become the leader in athletic footwear and properly fitting the feet of runners throughout Central PA. Flying Feet has become the leader in athletic footwear, properly fitting the feet of runners throughout Central PA. And that holds true whether you're training or racing on roads, tracks, or trails. For those searching for that discipline, Flying Feet provides the latest shoe innovations, the accessories and equipment, and the inspiration to keep on running. Greg Baum and his staff have the knowledge and the true understanding of what running is all about. As one local runner put it, Flying Feet is family, and all runners are welcome. Flying Feet. Flying Feet Sports Shoes, 1511 Melrose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Out of the second inning, no score here tonight. Carlos Franco coming up mere feet short of giving the Revs the early lead. Josh McAdams will lead things off for Southern Maryland. And nicely, the first pitch, it is down and in. Oh, called a strike. It bounced out of Lanine's mitt, but evidently had the strike zone. McAdams hitting .286. He is tied for 4th in the league with 19 home runs, tied for 5th in RBIs with 65. The wind and the 0-1. That is down and in. He was 4 for 10 with a home run in their series against Lancaster this week. Pitch. Breaking ball, that's over for a strike. A particular problem for the Revs this year, he's hit .354 with 4 of his home runs against York. 1-2, breaking ball, fouled off. That'll head upstairs, first base side. Sun shining again with breaking the cloud cover, lighting the outfield grass, infield pretty much all shadows. Pitched from nicely, breaking ball, it's high and away, 2-2. The shadows getting long at this point in the year. Coming across through center field. The 2-2. Ground ball hits softly toward the middle. Kenley backhands it. He plants. He fires. Got him. And one away here in the second inning. 4 ground ball outs. And nicely can get a bunch of those when he's on. He has been on most of the past month. Here in the second half, 4 out of his 5 starts in August, he's given up 2 earned runs or fewer. 1 earned run or fewer in 3 of those 5, but the only win that he's gotten came in the first of those 5. Here is Zach Collier, who swings and misses. Collier hitting .311. Pitch. He swings, bounces it, second base. Kenley's got it. Toss over to first. 2 down. 5 ground ball outs. And Kenley's handled 4 of the 5. They've all been hit on the right side of the infield. And with 2 away, Joe DeLuca to the plate. And 5 starts in the second half. In 4 of those 5, nicely has allowed 4 hits or fewer. But only 1, the second half opener so far. Pitch to DeLuca is over for a strike. DeLuca hitting .276 with 11 home runs. He went 4 for 9 with 1 of those home runs in that Lancaster series this week. Here's the 0-1. And a swing and a miss. Good curveball there. Nicely trying to set him down in order. Wind the pitch. Breaking ball, dips low. Revs have held DeLuca to the low 200s average-wise. Done a good job on him. Pitch to him, swings and pops it up. At second, it's Kenley backing out. Nicely already marching off. Kenley under it and squeezes. 1-2-3 second inning. Finishes it with his first out recorded in the air tonight. And we go to the bottom of the second here in the series opener this weekend. Revs and Blue Crabs scoreless here early.
Everything you've worked for may be facing a hostile takeover, but step outside the boardroom and look around. Not taking care of business right now could leave you dealing with a hostile takeover by crabgrass later this summer. And broadleaf weeds are just beneath the surface, ready to take their share of your turf too. Prevent hostile takeovers. Call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care and give your lawn a good, healthy start this year. Heritage Lawn can apply crabgrass pre-emergent and quality fertilizer now to fortify your lawn for later. HeritageLawnandLandscape.com. World-class care right in your backyard.
For more than a century, Pennsylvania American Water has been a recognized leader in all things water. That's why more and more communities are looking to them to serve as their wastewater service provider. Pennsylvania American Water's team of experts has what it takes to deliver safe, dependable, environmentally responsible water services from the source to your tap and back to the source again. Being a good steward of your water, including what goes down the drain, is just one more way Pennsylvania American Water helps keep life flowing.
Tee off this season on the best layout in Pennsylvania and experience Royal Manchester Golf Links, bringing you to the coast of the British Isles while never leaving your backyard. Our unique Pure Links layout in the rolling hills of York County gives golfers an experience like none other, featuring 18 pristine holes with picturesque views of the countryside and consistently ranked one of the top public courses in the state. Also offering outings and event bookings. Book your tee time today at 717-268-0490 or nab our online specials at RoyalManchesterGolfLinks.com.
Your source for all of Friday night's action. Central PA Game Day with Steve Navaroli. Saturday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
No score. We head to the bottom half of the second tonight. Austin Nicely, a nice crisp 1-2-3 second inning as the Revs come back to work against Carl Bryce. Looking to tee off tonight, you can too at Royal Manchester Golf Links. Play the best layout in PA on the area's only Pure Links course. Book online at royalmanchestergolflinks.com. Wellington Dotel will be the first to try to tee it up this inning. DHing tonight, hitting .331, 6 home runs. Open stance, he awaits. First pitch is high and wide. As he fakes a bunt motion. Here's the 1-0. And a swing and a miss. Big rip. Last night, 2 for 4, RBI double. In the win against Long Island, Revs pounded 10 hits. They overcame 15 left on base, a season high. The 1-1, that is outside. And they have come back from down 5-4 to win the last 2 games as Bryce misses high. And they almost came back from down, I think it was 4 the game before that. Well, they're now 21-20 in comeback wins this season. Pitch to Dotel, he swings and he skies it. Right field, David Harris hustling toward the corner. Still on the move, he'll get under it though and makes the catch just about clear into the corner in right field. He is taking care of a couple of deep ones already. With 1 down, Josue Herrera coming up. Herrera starts at third tonight. Franco goes over to first. Nelly is hopefully back tomorrow. If not then, hopefully Sunday. Just a contusion, Mays said. Pitch to Herrera, big swing and a miss. It's our WellSpan Sports Medicine injury report. Hit by a pitch on the hand last night. There's the wind, the 0-1. And that's inside. Made Herrera jump back. Josue hitting .271 with 7 home runs. Here at home, he's hit .360. Pitch from Bryce. Swing and a miss. Fastball at 88. No score here in the second inning. Here's the 1-2. And that's up and in. He'll spin off. So frustrating to see Nelly get hit last night. It was a young guy that had no clue where it was going and couldn't help but think the Revs might be without him, but fortunately, good news today. There's a swing and a bouncer foul down the first base side. Mays said that he was 80% better today and has a 75% chance of playing tomorrow night. Another 2-2, and that snaps into the dirt. DeLuca wore that one. Plate I'm checking on him, 3-2. Revs a good bit of position player depth now, knock on wood. 3-2 pitch. It is a fastball called third strike. Bryce rings up Herrera. That is his second strikeout tonight. Both on left-hand hitters on fastballs down. Got Kenley in the first inning as well. And 2 away. Here is Osmi Gregorio. OG steps in, hitting at .309, 6 home runs. He's batted in 17. Right now, just some slivers of sunlight in right center. That's it. As Bryce misses down and away. We've been starting to get dark around 7:30 now these days. 1-0, and a swing and a cue ball foul over toward Lenine, who's on deck. Gregorio, who's hit safely in 5 straight. Pitch, swings and loops one foul to the first base side. That'll find the stands. Had him a little off balance reaching on that. Bryce, who's from Mississippi, certainly hope that everything is good as it can be where he's from. And now Gregorio holds the hand up, asking for time. Crazy storm this week, impacting so many parts of the country as Bryce misses down and away, including ours. Bryce is from Jackson, Mississippi. 6'4" righty. Turned 28 last week. He fires and a swing and a loop foul the other way toward the top of the stands in right. Base is empty, 2 outs. The wind, the pitch, and a swing and a pop-up foul straight back. They're already making him work harder than he had to when he started here last Sunday. A very efficient pitch count in those 5 innings. He deals, and it is just outside. Tried to nibble with a changeup, 3-2. Gregorio having a good at bat. Here it comes. And he lines one to center field. It's a base hit. Rebs with their second knock. And Osme worked it until he got one he could handle, and he was right on it, right back up the middle. Rebs with both of their hits so far, 2-out singles. Mesa had one in the first inning. Now here comes Lenine. Large hitting at .217. He has gone 5 for 7 the last 2 games, including a 3-hit night last night. His first with the Revs. And Bryce, a quick turn, throw to first, and Osme dives back. Bryce is the one that was on the mound when we had that balk call that got overturned last Sunday on a pathetic display. Pitch to Lenine, that is a called strike, outside corner. We still don't know what led them to overturn it, never did get an explanation. Now the 0-1, and a swing, and this one's pop foul back. DeLuca a look. It's all right, Everett. It's up on the roof. At ease. Everett here in front of the booth, covering his head. Hey, they need more cheese puffs downstairs. More animal crackers. Here's a swing and a pop-up foul, backing out of play. They treating you all right? Are they treating you okay? Okay, good. Our visiting clubhouse legend making a visit up here. That's right. Another 0-2, and it delayed called third strike, and Lenine not pleased with that. He felt it was low or in, and it's the third strikeout for Bryce, who's through 2 scoreless. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. We'll go to the 3rd inning here tonight. Revs and Blue Crabs scoreless.
Spring is in the air, and Harvey's Rental can get you prepared for what's ahead. With the biggest selection of steel products on the market, Harvey's Rental will get you set for your next home project. From lawn and garden equipment, pressure washers, post hole diggers, and more, Harvey's Rental has it all. Have a special get-together or graduation coming up? Harvey's Rental has what you need to make your party memorable. Visit them in person at 1409 South George Street in York or online at harveysrental.com.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on. From common bone and joint problems to complex injuries, our team of surgeons, physicians, therapists, and athletic trainers work together for you. We are here for professional athletes, athletes in training, and the weekend warrior. We're the official sports medicine provider for the York Revolution, the York Suburban Trojans, and your weekend tennis team. That's how WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
No score. Head to the third inning tonight. Each team with a couple of knocks, but nothing doing offensively just yet. Michael Baca will lead things off. 9-1-2 for Southern Maryland here in the third. And nicely ready to go. His first pitch of the inning. Ground ball to third. Herrera cuts it to his left. He spins and he fires to first. One away. He had the throwing error in the first inning when he tried to barehand, but that notwithstanding, his defense has really been improved. Playing with a lot more confidence, it seems. One pitch out for Nicely, who has his sixth ground ball out. And that's the first out to be handled by somebody other than the right side of the infield. Kenley's been a real ball hog so far tonight as Cesar Trejo takes the first pitch strike. Trejo grounded out to second his first time. Duh. Who hasn't? Here's the 0-1. And that misses down and in. Nicely against Southern Maryland so far this year. He's 1-1, but he's been spectacular. He fires and a swing and a miss, a changeup. Back on June 24th, 7 scoreless innings combining on a 2-0, 2-hit shutout win. Fires and a swing and a foul out of play, first base side. And then last Sunday, the gem in which he lost, unfortunately, now delivers and bounces it low and in. Combined against Southern Maryland this season, 14 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, just one of those earned. 12 Ks to 3 walks. Pitch, it is swung on and missed. Changeup gets him, and nicely with his first punch out of the night. And he had really good movement on that changeup as well. 2 down here in the third. Kent Blackstone to the plate. Grounded out to first base his first time. Nicely the pitch, and a ground ball over his glove, but Osme's got it by second. Fires to first on the run. 1-2-3, third inning. Nicely on the follow-through, stuck the glove up in reverse and tried to get a piece, but Osme there, as usual, cutting toward the bag and across the bag. Quick 1-2-3, we go to the bottom of the third, still scoreless.
People's Bank is happy to sponsor the home of the York Revolution, People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, committed to helping their clients achieve their dreams and live confidently. That commitment continues at People's Bank Park, with Revs games, concerts, events, youth sports, and much more. We're proud to partner with the York Revolution, and we look forward to seeing you at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're your friends, family, and neighbors, and have been serving the community for over 90 years. Whether you need energy for your home or for your business, we've got you covered. We can help keep you comfortable with all your heating needs, from heating oil to propane, electricity to natural gas. And if something breaks, like your air conditioning or furnace, we have a team of HVAC experts ready to fix it, so you can stay comfortable all year long. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-5-SHIPLEY.
Need an excavating contractor for your upcoming project? Get it done locally and get it done right with Barnes & Barnes Incorporated Excavating. Locally owned and in business since 2005, Barnes & Barnes Incorporated Excavating is a small excavating and landscaping business offering demolition, excavating, landscaping, foundations, concrete, sewer and water hookups, lot clearing, welding, fabrication, and more. Located in Windsor at 30 North Blacksmith Avenue, Barnes & Barnes will get the job done right. Call Scott to schedule your project at 717-515-3495. That's 515-3495. Or email him at barnesbarnesscottinc@gmail.com. That's barnesbarnesscottinc@gmail.com.
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
No score ahead of the bottom half of the third inning tonight. Austin Nicely with a 25-pitch first inning. The last two innings, 12 pitches and 8 pitches. And another ground ball out. So in 3 innings, 9 outs. He's had 7 on the ground. All good things. Darian Sanford will lead it off here in the home third. 11-game hitting streak for him coming in tonight. The average up to 226. That's the highest it's been since June 19th. First pitch is in tight. He spins off. Rosa up by the edge of the grass at first. McAdams at third is a couple steps in on the grass. Pitch to Sanford. That's in for a strike. And on the 11-game hitting streak, hitting .515. 17 for 33. 1-1. And that is up and in near his hands. League leader with 50 steals. 5 shy of the Revs' single season record. Pitch to him. He swings and pops it up. Left side, it's McAdams circling across into foul ground. The shortstop, Baca, comes over from behind, and he's a little quicker and had the better angle and makes the grab for out number 1. I think McAdams thought he was going to have himself a play there, but no dice. Here's James Harris back at the top of the order. Grounded out to short, his first time. Even the sky tonight almost looks like autumn. No score here in the bottom of the third, and Jimmy got time called just before Bryce was about to deliver. Now the first pitch, and is swinging a foul back up over the roof. Mentioned Harris's 4 walks last night, tying a Revs single-game record. 10th time it's happened. Pitch is swung on, hit high in the air and right. David Harris is back a couple steps, but has it lined up, waits and makes the grab, 2 away. Last time it happened was late August 2019 at Southern Maryland when Telvin Nash did it, August 30th, 2019. At 2 down, here is Jack Kenley, who was called out on strikes his first at bat. Oh, they overshift on him. And the first pitch from Bryce, a swing and a pop-up. Left side, McAdams chasing it up the line. It's Trejo from left coming over into foul ground in the Blue Crab bullpen, and he's got it over near the wall in foul territory. He reached across and made the grab. Couldn't see it from here. It might have been a great play. Couldn't see him down in the corner. It's a 1-2-3 inning, though, and a quick one for Bryce. Now we'll go to the fourth tonight. Still no score.
I'm here with Kevin Smith from Smith Wealth Advisory Group of Janney Montgomery Scott, who was recently named by Forbes and the Financial Times as one of the best financial advisors not only in the state, but also in the country. Kevin, explain the meaning of your group's tagline, a wealth of knowledge about wealth.
We've built our reputation as one of the premier wealth advisors in the country for many reasons, not the least of which is our vast expertise about wealth in all its meanings and forms. Although traditionally wealth is viewed in a monetary context with all the challenges that entails, which we're fully equipped to address, true wealth has little to do with money. To me, being wealthy is more a state of mind centered upon happiness and contentment. It's memories and experiences with friends, family, and those you love. It's finding meaning and purpose, pursuing passions, chasing dreams, and embracing life for all it has to offer. That's the type of wealth our clients long for and that we help them achieve.
You've noted that your group is guided by a quote by Henry David Thoreau, wealth is the ability to fully experience life. Tell me more about that.
It's so true. Being wealthy is really about experiencing the richness of life itself. When you think about it, it's not ultimately money that matters, but what money can do. We help our clients educate their children and grandchildren so that they can have promising futures. We help them retire comfortably, support worthwhile causes, and endow meaningful legacies. We help them age with dignity and so much more.
For all your financial planning, investment, and wealth management needs, contact Smith Wealth Advisory Group at 779-2769 or at smithwealthadvisory.com. Smith Wealth Advisory Group, helping you fully experience life. Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Take us on the go with the new WOYK app. Download on the Apple and Google Play stores today. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Out of the fourth inning, no score. Each team with 2 hits. First pitch from Nicely is rolled up the middle. Kenley doing all he can. He slides, but that's a base hit for Jovan Rosa. First pitch swinging. A seeing eye knock up the gut. He's 2 for 2. Kenley went all the way over to the shortstop side of second, sliding on the outfield grass, but no chance in that spot. A leadoff single. Here is David Harris, the K-man tonight. Reached on an infield hit in the first inning. First offering, that's down low. On 1-0, and a chopper toward third, but foul. That hit for Rosa, snapping a streak of 7 in a row, retired for Nicely, who last Sunday, after the 3-hit, 2-run first inning, only allowed 1 hit after. He retired 19 of the last 23 in that game. Got into quite the groove. He deals, and a swing, a bouncer softly to third. Herrera charges, gloves this time, fires on the run, and gets him. This time he used the glove rather than resigning himself to barehanding it. A little bit better idea this time, realizing he had time on Harris, and he throws him out. It does move Rosa to second with 1 away. Ground out number 8 for Nicely already. And a runner at second with 1 away for Alex Crosby, who grounded out to second his first time up. Nicely with the pitch. It is a called strike. Outside corner. Now the 0-1. And a ground ball, jammed him, second base. Kenley shifts toward the middle. He's there, throws to first for the out. Right off the thumbs of Crosby, who hits it weakly. Grounds to second for his second time. Rosa does go to third, but that's with 2 outs. And nicely keeps getting him to beat it into the ground. Runner at third, 2 outs, trying to keep it scoreless. He'll face Josh McAdams, who, imagine this, grounded out to second base his first time up. That was the 5th ground ball that Kenley's handled. First pitch, down and in. It hits McAdams in the foot, which is fortunate because that might save a run. I don't know if Lenine picks it. Rosa was ready to make a break for the plate. McAdams, fortunately for the Revs for the moment, his foot got in the way. And that'll make it first and third for Zach Collier, so nicely he'll have to deal with him instead. Left against left. Collier, a .311 hitter, actually hitting .340 against left-hand pitching. But nicely has been really stout against left-hand hitters. So we'll see what gives. He is ready to go. First pitch is a fastball just inside. Good spot. Already with the 1-0 and a chopper foul toward first. Franco lunging across the bag, but it was foul where he snagged it. Steps on first, trying to sell Warren Nicholson on it. One and one to Collier, who's 7th in the league and on base. He's had a really good year. Chokes up on the bat a bit. Nicely deals, and a rip right side. It's a base hit, and the Blue Crabs have struck first. McAdams reads it, going to try it. James Harris throw to third, a little bit late. And on that throw, Collier moves to second as well. 1-0 Blue Crabs lead. Collier lines a single through the hole into right, drives in his 33rd. And Rosa home on it. McAdams hesitated at second, looked over his shoulder, then decided to try it. James Harris throw just a little tardy. And seeing the throw up high on its way toward third. Good base running from Collier as well as he takes the extra bag. Second and third for Joe DeLuca. And we have a score. First pitch to DeLuca, it misses outside. For nicely, the last 3 starts, Revs have scored just 2, 3, and 1. And some of that's been after he has exited. Haven't scored yet tonight. 1-0, that is up high. Coming in here tonight in the second half, 1-3 despite a .259 ERA. A lot of it is they haven't been able to score for him. And of the 9 earned runs, 5 came in 1 start. And that was on short rest. So we'll give you his second half numbers on normal rest here in a moment. He fires, and it is just outside. So you take out that one at West Virginia. And here in the second half, he's 1-2 in the other 4 starts with a 1.29 ERA. That should be good enough for more than 1 win. Here's the 3-0, and it is outside. And he issues his first walk tonight So that'll load the bases. Michael Baca rounding out the order comes up. And Lenine will spend the Revs' first visit. Head out to talk with Nicely. Uh-oh. What is Therm in the house? We have Moving Like Bernie queued up on the video board. JB Torres starts out to end the visit, but Lenine has had his say. And Michael Baca, who's hit .359 with runners in scoring position this year. Sitting in the 280s overall out of the 9 spot, but he's been very clutch. He stands in with bases loaded, 2 outs. 1-0 Crabs. And nicely sets and delivers. It is just inside. Man, Torres started to flinch, it looked like. But Trackman never flinches. Baca 1 for 1 with 2 walks with the bases loaded this season. Hasn't been retired. 1-0. Swinging a ground ball toward the middle. Osme cuts it off, flips to second, and Kenley stretches to his right and holds the bag. Beautifully done up the middle, and it saves at least one more run. And it's only 1-0 as Nicely leaves him loaded. 1 run, 2 hits. He leaves 3. And we go to the bottom half of the 4th, a 1-0 Southern Maryland lead.
Since 1934, PSECU has given Pennsylvanians financial opportunities to live a better life. We are a credit union who offers valuable free and low-fee financial products, broad lending options, and outstanding money management for financing life. At PSECU, we are proud of who we are and committed to who we serve because our Pennsylvania roots run deep. We are banking on a difference. Visit PSECU.com to join us. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Equal opportunity lender.
Hey Revs fans, now's your chance to win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy. This season, during every home game at Peoples Bank Park, it's the all-new Shipley Energy Grand Slam inning. Each game, 1 inning will be designated, and 1 name will be selected as the contestant. If the Revs hit a Grand Slam that inning, you could win $5,000. To enter, stop by Fan Services and fill out your form, or enter via the York Revolution app or YorkRevolution.com. Sign up today and win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy this season.
Backed by popular demand, Grumpy Old Men, the musical, returns to the stage at Dutch Apple Dinner Theater, playing August 5th through September 4th. Based on the 1993 film, the story centers on 2 crotchety old neighbors, Max and John, who've been feuding most of their lives, but are reunited in friendship by their charming and eccentric new neighbor, Ariel. This laugh-out-loud story of family, friends, and romance is guaranteed to delight. For reservations, call the box office at 717-898-1900 or visit DutchApple.com.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Out of the bottom half of the 4th inning, 1-0. Southern Maryland has struck first. Revs trying to get something going against Carl Bryce, who's allowed just 2 singles through 3 innings. Everybody else retired. Now in his 3rd start against York with Southern Maryland, he's given up just 4 runs in 13 2/3. Lowers his ERA against York to 2.63. Here's Mesa, who takes a strike. Malky singled with 2 outs in the 1st. Only other hit, Osme Gregorio with 2 outs in the 2nd. Pitch to Malky is up high. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for Southern Maryland, 0, 2, and 1 for York. Pitch, that is high and outside. Bryce delivers. And a swing and a towering drive in left center. Mesa thinks he got under it. Collier from center is over. He's under it, and he puts it away. And Melky knows his swing. He just missed. Flipped the bat down in disgust as that one was given a ride but stays in the park. One away, and Carlos Franco, who back in the first inning just missed, giving the Revs a potential 2-0 lead on a drive that was caught right in front of the wall. He stands in and takes the first pitch strike. Infield plays him to pull slightly, outfield straight up. Pitch is in the dirt and skips away. Bryce, who was with the Revs late in 2018, they had gotten him from the Empire League that year. He fires, and a fastball just outside. Went to Holmes Community College in Mississippi. He deals. And a swing and a towering fly ball left field. This is hit deep. Trejo backing up. He's going to have room, though, on the warning track in deep left field. And Franco flies to the track for the second time tonight. Once to the pull side, once the other way. And 2 down here in the fourth. And that one, if it carries maybe 10 more feet, it's right around the edge of the Nemesis where you can sneak it around the side. Bryce with a lot of flyouts, nicely with a ton of groundouts. Here's Dotel. He shows bunt and takes the strike. Flied to deep right his first time. Bryce, who began his career in the Pecos League out west, 2016. Now fires and bounced that. Ooh, got a piece of DeLuca on the bare hand. Gotta get that out of the way. That doesn't feel good. Dotel checks on him. Give him a little time to shake the feeling back into the throwing hand. Bryce, in his second year, went to the United Shore League in Michigan. Pitched well in relief, 4-2 with a 3.18 ERA for the East Side Diamond Hoppers. And then 2018, the Empire League, and then on to York. With the Revs, he was 0-1 with a 6.04 ERA in 8 appearances, 5 starts. Winds and deals, and a swing and a foul tip back to the netting. 2019, he went back out west to the Pacific Association. Returned to the Atlantic League with Gastonia in their bullpen to start this year. Also played in one of the pop-up leagues last season. Now, time asked for right as he's about to start. Pitched in the Liberation League for the Indiana Barn Owls last year. Got 5 starts there. Now he winds and deals. And a swing and a miss. Slider sends Dotel to a knee. 4th strikeout for Bryce here tonight. He's retired 7 straight with a 1-2-3 4th. We'll go to the 5th here at Peoples Bank Park. Southern Maryland 1, York 0.
Pennsylvanians are creating their own soundtrack thanks to PA Lottery Scratch-Off's Excitement's back. Pennies, nickels, dimes, or quarters, no matter your choice, scratching's always in order. With big top prizes and second chance drawings, thrills await. They're out there calling if it's excitement you seek and you're looking for action, play the PA Lottery. And keep on scratching. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
The York County Solid Waste Authority turns up the heat every day. On your garbage, that is. Advanced waste-to-energy technology is used to burn garbage at 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit in environmentally controlled combustion units. This reduces air emissions and produces electricity, enough to power 20,000 homes every minute of every day. Visit www.ycswa.com to learn more. In York County, garbage is power.
Shadowfax is committed to helping people with intellectual disabilities live an everyday life in their home and community. Currently, Shadowfax is seeking applicants with a passion for making a difference, one person at a time. Open positions include residential direct support professional, day services community support staff, LPN, IT manager, and residential schedulers. For a full list of open positions and pay rates, visit shadowfax.org. Shadowfax, building relationships, creating possibilities. Shadowfax is an equal opportunity employer.
New FM signal, new website. Get features, live broadcasts, and on-demand game broadcasts and shows online at 989WOYK.com.
Out of the fifth, 1-0 Southern Maryland as Nicely delivers a strike on Trejo. It's the top of the order. Trejo, a ground out and a strikeout tonight. Beginning the third time through. Pitch from Nicely, a foul tip back behind the plate. 1-0 on a 2-out RBI single by Collier last inning. Nicely did leave him loaded. Fires, and that misses up and in. .61 pitches starting the inning. Next one is swung on and missed. A changeup down low and gets Trejo to chase that same pitch for the second time tonight. One down here in the fifth. And those account for both of Nicely's strikeouts so far. One down. Here is Kent Blackstone, who's grounded out twice. And he shows bunt. Nicely catches the outside corner. It was dropped by Lenine, but had the zone for a strike. Nightfall setting in here at Peoples Bank Park. It's the 0-1, and a swing and a ground ball foul down past Joe Walsh, their first base coach. The 0-2, and it is a little bit low. Now fires, and a bouncer foul. Oh, man! Mace almost made a great bare hand play in the entrance to the Revs dugout. He probably wishes I wouldn't have mentioned that. Here's a changeup down low, 2-2. Now Nicely will try it again, and a chop foul. Another chance at the other end of the dugout, and that ends up down in the corner of the Revs dugout. 1-0 here, and the offense has still scored just a combined 6 runs for Nicely his last 4 starts. Now winds and fires, breaking ball up high off Lenine's mitt, and it goes full. And that's in, so it would be 27 innings so far. A couple of those were doubleheader games, but 6 runs in 27 innings offensively for him. And the next one is inside, and Blackstone fights his way on. That's the second walk issued tonight. He was behind, but fought his way back, and a 1-out base runner for Jovan Rosa, who's 2 for 2. He's got half their hits, 2 singles and a run scored. Long stare at first. First pitch, it is just outside. Blackstone, who's got 7 steals, thrown out 3 times. Blue Crabs do have the fewest steals of any team in the league. Franco holding him. 1-0. And that's a cross for a strike. Blue Crabs do have an alternate jersey that's patterned after the Maryland State flag, and Blackstone down there at first, he's wearing the socks that match that tonight. Pitch, and not going. Rosa swings and flies it to right. James Harris doesn't see it. Now he does, and hustles his way in and makes the play. That was a little bit of panic, probably for him more than anybody else. And it got back down under the level of the lights. He relocated it. Couple hurried steps in to recover. And Rosa retired for the first time tonight. 2 down. Here is David Harris, cleanup hitter and K-man. Nicely trying to finish the frame. He's set. Stares at Blackstone, delivers home, and it's very high. Lenine able to jump up and snag that. Blue Crabs a 1-0 lead here in the top of the 5th. (1-0), and it just missed inside. (2-0). Fastball just down and away. Alex Crosby waits on deck. Here's the 3-0, and he misses high with it. His second walk this inning, 3rd total. And the way that the offense has struggled with nicely pitching, not really with anybody else, but it's 1-0. This feels like a big spot, and even bigger here with Alex Crosby coming up. Nicely has gotten him to ground out to second both times they've faced tonight. So Kenley will be ready. Austin is set with the sign. First pitch, he swings and misses, starts him with a changeup down, and gets ahead. This is 81st pitch of the night. (50 strikes, 31 balls. Now delivers. Fastball missing high. Back home, and a shot in the air, left center. Sanford on his horse. He runs it down and made it look easy. On a sprint over toward left, Darian Sanford runs down another one. Never a doubt, and the inning is over. Blue Crabs leave 2. No runs, no hits, 2 men left. We're halfway home tonight from the bank. It's still Southern Maryland 1, York 0.
Suffering from chronic pain, anxiety, or insomnia? CBD Supply MD York has the solution for you. Natural alternatives to pain relief while combating high prescription prices and deductibles. Our products are high quality, organic, and third-party tested. Family-owned and operated, CBD Supply MD York is community and family-oriented and the most trusted source and supplier of the highest quality Delta-8 and CBD products, including oils, ointments, vapes, gummies, and pet treats. Call us at 817-1097. That's 817-1097. Or stop in and see us at 3923 East Market Street in York. CBD Supply MD York, your quality CBD supply in York.
Get ready to crush your goals. Join Crunch Fitness now for $1 and memberships starting at $10.99 a month. At Crunch, you get more of what you want. You can run, you can lift, you can train, you can jump, squat, lunge, dance, and hit it with us. And at Crunch, an obsession with so fresh and so clean means you can feel confident getting a safe workout. Join Crunch today and get 1 month free. Use code RADIO to claim your free month at crunch.com. That's the code RADIO at checkout to get 1 free month at crunch.com.
Come see why Jack GM Volvo has been York County's trusted new and used car dealer for over 50 years. In need of service for your vehicle? Get a free PA state inspection when you mention promo code REVS Baseball. 9 brands and 4 convenient locations. For more information and details, visit gmvolvo.com.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Out of the bottom of the 5th inning, Southern Maryland 1, York nothing. I've been alerted or reminded that with the high school football game on radio tonight, we are not on in the restroom here at Peoples Bank Park, which kind of breaks a long tradition. We've been helping people go since 2007, but some conflicts on the schedule with our season going later this year. Here's Josue Herrera leading things off. First pitch from Bryce is inside. And DeLuca didn't think so. He had to look back at the plate ump, J.B. Torres, who's only doing what the robot tells him to do, which is going to be all of us someday. Here's the 1-0. And a swing and a drive, deep center field. Collier is back to the fence. It is off the top of the wall. The signal is that it's still in play. And Herrera stands at second, and we shall see about this. First base ump Warren Nicholson out in right field saying it's in play. Everybody on the Rev side signaling home run, including Herrera himself standing at second. The bullpen, Jake Welch, who's coaching first this inning. And Mace will make a slow walk out and wants to know what Nicholson, the first base ump, saw. Boy, Herrera slammed it. Another one that he crushes down the middle of the field like a tee shot. And I think it had just a little hook at the end. It looked like it was destined for the batter's eye. It came down just to the right of it, and it hit up above the LED board, the deepest part of it where it angles to the batter's eye. Now there's a trash can back there, and did it hit the dumpster and carry him back in, or did it hit behind the LED board off the concrete behind the padding and carry him back in? Did it clear the fence or not? And Nicholson's going to call the other umpires together. It's his call, but then again, the balk was Bill Reuter's call last week, and they had a pathetic display on that sequence. Different crew. But it's going to stand as a double. So not a home run. Well, I mean, the situation does. Can't argue that. It stays 1-0 for now. Herrera crushed it, but it's going to be just a double for now. Here is Gregorio, who singled up the middle his first time. Revs do have a man in scoring position, their first tonight. And Bryce with the pitch. It's down low. Slider to start him off, so file that away. The 1-0. Fastball, it is a little bit down. A hitter's count for Oz. Revs down 1-0 here in the bottom of the fifth. Another near miss. Bryce checks 3 times, he deals, and it is just outside. And if you remember last Sunday when they faced Bryce, I mean, the overturned balk in the protested game obviously stood out, but there was more than that. Here's the 3-0, and it's a called strike. You remember Tyler Hill, who, like by a foot, missed what would have been a huge home run on the right edge of the nemesis. It stayed in by about a foot horizontally. Herrera here tonight, how close he was to a home run there. And Bryce misses low. There's a walk to Gregorio. So the Revs trying to turn the page from the possible home run that wasn't. And here's Lenin Rodriguez. That's the first walk issued by Bryce tonight. Lenin looking down at Polo to see what the instructions might be. Signs given. Lenin a strikeout his first time, but he's been hot. 5 for 7 the last 2 nights. McAdams in at third, but angled like he would stay at third and try to receive a throw. And Lenin does square, bunts toward third. McAdams has to come in. He looks at third, now throws to second. Safe there! Bases loaded, nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And a mistake from McAdams, who threw to second, and Osme beats it going in standing. And on the rotation, Baca from short was covering, and he dropped the ball anyway. But they called safe with Osme beating it. Now the bases loaded, nobody out, and the Revs trying to break through here. Great bunt that forced McAdams to come in, and I think he tried to do too much rather than taking the shore out at first. He looked at second, actually threw to second. And he obviously tried to do too much because the signal was that Osme beat it, whether the ball was dropped or not. So they are loaded, and here's Sanford, who fouled out to short his first time. Pitch from Bryce is ripped on the ground, base hit right field. Herrera scores, Gregorio held at third, we're tied at 1. 12-game hitting streak for Darian Sanford, jumps on the first pitch. And this game tied at 1 here in the 5th inning. Bases still loaded with nobody out. And that'll get him going here at Peoples Bank Park. Sanford with his 13th run driven in. A 12-game hitting streak now. And Southern Maryland begins to have some stirring in their bullpen. That is now the 3rd longest hitting streak by a Revs hitter this year, the longest by anybody not named Nelly Rodriguez. And here's James Harris. We're tied at 1. Bryce the pitch, breaking ball, it's in for a strike. Blue Crabs set up to turn 2. So they would give up the go-ahead run for a chance to get 2 outs. Here's the 0-1. And a swing and a foul tip into the mid. He had a big rip. Slider from Bryce. Harris, who's grounded out and flied out tonight. Blue Crabs get some bullpen activity now. Patrick Baker. Pitch to Harris is lifted in the air. Center field. Collier over into left center. Catch is made. Osme tags from third. Throw comes into short. He slides across with the run. And the Revs have their first lead of the night. 2-1. James Harris with a sac fly into left center. Drives in his 36th. First out of the inning after the first 4 had reached, but it's a productive one. And Jimmy with the sac fly plates Gregorio. Revs on top for the first time tonight. Collier knew he didn't have a chance at home, so he kept the runners at first and second. That's where they are with 1 out. And here is Jack Kenley, who struck out and fouled out. And Bryce with the pitch. It is high and outside. By the way, the Lenine bunt was a fielder's choice, straight up, no error, just a fielder's choice, and beat it on the play at second, the 1-0. That is outside. So hitter's count for Jack, who's been struggling. DeLuca out to talk with Bryce. And Kenley with a hitter's count here. He'll look for one in his wheelhouse. Maybe get him back in his groove. That was Southern Maryland's first mound visit of the night. Bryce only at 71 pitches. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a line drive to right field. David Harris back. It's over his head. And one hops the wall. Lenine around third will score. Sanford into third. And Jack Kenley hammers an RBI double to right. 3-1. The Revs lead it. And Kenley back into the hit column in a big way. RBI double drilled over the right fielder's head, and the Revs have scored 3 here in the 5th inning. Drives in his 42nd. And that's the difference. Last week they were behind on Bryce all night. Get him into some hitters counts here. Kenley was able to key on one and nailed it for the RBI double. Now they're going to intentionally walk Malky Mesa. And that'll load him for Carlos Franco. Well, be my guest. Loaded for Franco, who tonight has hit it deep twice and has flied out both times. Right, center, and left. And he's got a chance to do some major damage. 3-1 the lead. And the first pitch. Fastball, it's down and away. He is the RBI guy tonight, after all. The 1-0 swing, and he fouls it back. Had a good hack at it. Patrick Baker in the Blue Crab bullpen is ready whenever they call on him. Outfield again on Franco straight up. Long Island played him to pull that entire series. Now the 1-1. Swing and a rip at first. That's a base hit into right field. Sanford scores. Here comes Kenley. He's going to cross the plate. Mesa slides in at third as the throw is cut off, and Franco delivers a 2-run single. Smashed into right field, and that's going to be the end for Carl Bryce tonight. 5 runs home here in the 5th, and the Revs lead it 5-1. Franco drives in his 22nd and 23rd in just 17 games here in York this season. And Stan Clyburn takes the ball. Revs have chased Bryce. They've finally broken through here in the 5th. They've batted around. And Rosa at first was holding Mesa. He tried to come off the bag and make a sprawling play, but by the time he tried to pounce, it was past him and into right. Franco with a smash, drives in 2 more, 5 runs home in the inning. 5-1 the lead. It's 1st and 3rd for Dotel, and we'll tell you about Baker when we come back.
Hey, psst, yeah, you want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me. Everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl. Suspiciously low-priced groceries.
Planting a tree, putting in a mailbox, whatever your project, Columbia Gas reminds you to be safe and call 811 before you dig and know what's below. Safe digging is no accident. Call 811 at least 3 business days before you start your digging project, and your utility companies will come out to mark any underground lines near your work area. Calling 811 is free for Pennsylvania homeowners, and it's the law. For more information, visit ColumbiaGasPA.com.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
Listen live and on demand with the new WOYK app and online at 989WOYK.com.
Now the inning started with the potential home run that wasn't, and it's been a pretty great inning despite that. Revs have broken through, scoring 5. And Wellington Dotel, the 9th hitter of the inning, coming up. Has flied out, struck out. He's looking to join the party here. Right-hander Patrick Baker, the new pitcher. And a 5-1 lead for Nicely. They've finally scored some runs for him. Pitch to Dotel. He checks on a high fastball. Went around, says the plate ump. Four hits in the inning. Couple walks, including an intentional walk. The fielder's choice, where McAdams did not get an out. Pitch is fouled off up over the first base roof. It's 0-2. Baker 3-1 in 23 outings, a 4.70 ERA. About a hit per inning. Opponents right around 250 for the year. 38 Ks to 25 walks in 30 2/3. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a bouncing ball up the middle. It's a base hit into center. Mesa scores. It is 6-1. 6-run inning and a single for Wellington Dotel, who drives in his 25th. RBI knocked back up the gut, behind in the count, but he stays up the middle with it, and a 6-run fifth. And here comes Herrera, who will get another chance in this 5th inning. If it didn't clear, it was inches away from doing so. He settled for a double to lead off the inning. 6 runs later, he digs in again, and a breaking ball from Baker hooks over for a strike. 1st and 2nd now. Now the 0-1, and a swing and a miss. Slider tumbling downward. Franco at second, Dotel on at first. Revs held to 2 hits the first 4 innings. They've got 6 runs on 5 hits here in the 5th inning. Now the 0-2. And a breaking ball swatted to first. One big hop, Rosa. Did he step on first or not? Throw to second. Hits Dotel. Franco left third, and he's tagged out. And I guess Rosa did step on first before making that throw to second. His cleats skidded, so I wasn't sure if he missed the bag, but he got the unassisted out, threw to second. It bounced off Dotel's back, and then Franco trying to bolt for home. Didn't realize it hadn't gone that far away. He's thrown out trying to leave third base, but 6-run score, 5 hits, and 1 runner left. Revs with a 6-1 lead as we go to the 6th.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make our communities great, and to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on. From common bone and joint problems to complex injuries, our team of surgeons, physicians, therapists, and athletic trainers work together for you. We are here for professional athletes, athletes in training, and the weekend warrior. We're the official sports medicine provider for the York Revolution, the York Suburban Trojans, and your weekend tennis team. That's how WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on.
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Start the 6th as Austin Nicely delivers a strike on Josh McAdams. 6-1, the Revs have broken this game open. Here's the 0-1. And a swing and a miss on a changeup. Nicely, for the first time in a long time, can pitch with a lead. First time since the second half opener back on August 3rd in Lancaster. He fires, and it's down and away. August 4th. There goes the perfect broadcast tonight. Here's the 1-2. And a swing and a foul tip to the backstop. Not August 3rd. Stupid. All right, I'm over it. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a ground ball. It hit McAdams' foot before it rolled down to Herrera at third, so that is foul. Nicely in the mid-80s pitch count-wise at the start of this inning. Final line for Carl Bryce tonight, 4 1/3, 6 hits, 6 runs. Walked 2, struck out 4. McAdams climbs back in and nicely fires and misses high, 2-2. Some scores from elsewhere tonight. McAdams still trying to work out that foot. Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care look around the league. Lancaster down 5-0 at Long Island in the 7th inning. Revs could be within 2 at the end of the night. Pitch, that is down and in, 3-2. Lexington a 7-1 lead at Gastonia. They're in the 4th. Nicely fires, and a swing and a pop-up foul. Lenine will give it a look over toward the Revs dugout, and it lands just shy of the sweet level. And they're in the 3rd inning in West Virginia. The power lead at High Point, 8-7. Some fine pitching early in that one tonight. Nicely will try it again, and a swing and a foul tip. That drilled Lenine in the face mask. Dead center. J.B. Torres will give him a moment to recover. Hit him pretty square. Nicely worked with Hill last week. Lenine tonight. Done a great job with both. He fires and a broken bat line drive at short, and Osme ranging up the middle. He snags it and runs all the way out into right center with it. Shows his range again, this time on a humpback liner off the end of the bat. It broke McAdams' bat. And Osme on a sprint runs it down for out number 1. McAdams, a painful at bat, adding insult. Here is Zach Collier. First pitch swinging and a foul tip behind home. McAdams, who fouled one off his foot, so he literally had pain or injury. Not injury, but pain, and then he added the insult to it. Broken bat. There's the 0-1, and a swing and a miss. Change up from Nicely. Collier 1 for 2, an RBI single back in the 4th, which was the game's first run. Then the Revs erupting for 6. Pitch to him is yanked foul. That's down past the first base skyboxes. Nicely fires, and a swing and a foul tip behind the plate. 6 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for York. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for Southern Maryland. Nicely will try again, and got him this time. Slider down and away, tag applied by Lenine. Fakes to third, he'll throw it around the horn toward first base instead. Strikeout number 3 for Nicely tonight. And there's 2 down here in the 6th. Bring up Joe DeLuca, who's popped up and walked. First pitch, fastball. It is just down and away. DeLuca's played with some former Revs, including Nicely, who gets in on him and gets him to tap a foul backward. He had been in the Frontier League when Nicely and Welch were in Evansville. Teammates in 2018. Pitch to him, he swings and foul tips. Another one that gets a human by home plate, either Lenine or the plate. I'm not sure who that foul tip got, but it's 1-2. DeLuca also previously some American Association time, Can-Am. Pitch from Nicely, it's down low, slider, 2-2. Fires, and a line drive yanked foul and left. DeLuca, who hit .270 for Evansville in 20 games when he was Nicely's teammate. But struggled in the American Association and the Can-Am, hit under 200 in both. But a pretty solid year here in the Atlantic League this season. 275 at the moment, 11 home runs. He asks for time and takes a step out. Revs a 6-1 lead here in the sixth. 2-2, and a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Slider on the 103rd pitch for Nicely tonight. And he punches his hand into his mitt, pumped up. Back-to-back strikeouts and a 1-2-3-6. That gives him 4 total. And he's up over 100 pitches, so if that's the end of his night, he finishes strong. We'll see. We go to the bottom of the sixth. It's still the Revs 6, the Blue Crabs 1.
The 1741 Club is here. You in? People's Bank Park introduces a revolution in hospitality in York. The 1741 Club, presented by UPMC. Now open on the skybox level of People's Bank Park, the 1741 Club features stylish design and contemporary decor, all-inclusive food and beverages, and totally flexible ticket purchase options. The hottest spot in York is the place to entertain and thank customers, reward employees, celebrate family occasions, or simply treat yourself to an all-inclusive experience at the ballpark. Nightly menus include enhanced classics and a rotation of special offerings, and house selections of draft beer and wine and a full range of non-alcoholic beverages are included in the ticket price. 1741 Club tickets are available for individual purchase through 3 levels of membership or as season tickets, and they can be used for any of the York Revolution's home games based on availability. The 1741 Club, presented by UPMC. You in? Details and pricing at 1741club.com.
For more than a century, Pennsylvania American Water has been a recognized leader in all things water. That's why more and more communities are looking to them to serve as their wastewater service provider. Pennsylvania American Water's team of experts has what it takes to deliver safe, dependable, environmentally responsible water services from the source to your tap and back to the source again. Being a good steward of your water, including what goes down the drain, is just one more way Pennsylvania American Water helps keep life flowing.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Head to the bottom of the sixth inning, 6-1, Revs on top. A 6-run fifth doing the trick. Austin Nicely, 104 pitches through 6. And Baker will stay in out of the Southern Maryland bullpen. He got the final 2 outs in the 5th. Did allow an inherited run to score. All 6 runs were charged to Bryce. Blue Crabs move. Now McAdams leaves the game after that foul off his foot. Rosa goes to third. And here is Gregorio leading off, and he swings and drives the first pitch to right field. David Harris back, and that's over his head. One hops the wall, and Gregorio hustles into second. A first pitch lead-off double. He is on for the third time tonight. Single walk double. And leads off the bottom of the sixth. That'll bring up Lenin Rodriguez, who's struck out and bunted into a fielder's choice tonight. Time is asked for. It's by the catcher, DeLuca. And Baker to the plate. Breaking ball that bends down for a strike. Baker, who's from the Southern Maryland area, in fact, he deals, and that's down low. Actually from Fairfax, Virginia. Anne Arundel Community College in Maryland. 1-1, and that is taken down low. 29th round pick of the Orioles, 2014. Four years in their system, missed 2018 due to injury. Briefly in the Frontier League in 2019, making a comeback. The 2-1, and a breaking ball, that just missed. Now fires, and it's down and away. Lenin is on the walk, and the Revs with their first two men on here in the sixth. And that'll bring up Sanford, who's a pretty good bet to bunt right here. Baker, in the first month or so of the season, had an ERA over 14, but since July 1st, an ERA under 2. He has really turned his season around. Took over a bigger role. They lost Grafer Aregua for the season due to injury. And here's Sanford, who does not show bunt, and he takes up high. Well, he has been hot. Had a big RBI single in the fifth. 1 for 2. Hitting streak is at 12 now. 1-0. Fastball, that's inside. Game hitting streak, the third longest of the season for the Revs, the longest for anybody not named Nelly Rodriguez. He's had a 15 and a 14. Pitch to Darian, that's low and in. 3-0. Well, he might get walked as well, so why give up an out? By the way, there is no bullpen activity for the Revs. Nicely is at 104 pitches. Season high 111. 3-0 to Darian. It is a little bit tall. And he's on the walk. Bases loaded, nobody out. And James Harris coming to the plate. Revs a 6-1 lead and a chance to really create some space here in this series opener. They had really struggled offensively with Southern Maryland until Game 2 of that doubleheader last Sunday. They won 10-6. having a good night at the plate overall tonight. It took him a while, but big 5th inning, and now set up to do some serious damage here in the 6th inning. As Baker steps off. Harris 0 for 2, a sac fly. And first pitch, curveball, it's a called strike. Now the 0-1, and a slider, that's across for a strike. Harris hitting .340 with men in scoring position. Now the 0-2, and a slider, that's down low. With him loaded, he is 2 for 5, a double, 7 driven in. Baker fires, and a fastball just missed low. Good eye. That's so tough when it's close. You do not want your bases loaded at bat to be determined for you by the umpire or trackman. What a great take. The 2-2 swing and a miss. 2-2 slider. And Baker wins that battle for out number 1. I'll bring up Jack Kenley. Kenley 1 for 3, RBI double, runs scored back in the 6-run 5th. Baker with the pitch. Slider, that's just inside. By the way, tomorrow night, Revs will have Eduardo Rivera making the start. Josh Rader making his first start for Southern Maryland. There's a called strike. Sunday at 2, it's Johendry Herrera against Colton Mahoney. Then Monday night, Duke Von Schaman against lefty Misael Severio. The 1-1. That stays a little high. Good eye from Kenley. A lot of sliders from Baker. Playing Kenley the other way a little bit in the outfield. A lot of room if he pulls it. Pitch. It is a called strike. Very similar to the previous ball. And never mind that, just the fact that it was flat out high. 2-2 now. That was pretty lousy. I think even the people on that train could see that it was high. Here's the 2-2. And he swings and fights it off foul, third base side. The double last inning was huge. I think for him especially, it's been a grind here the last couple of weeks for Jack. And don't forget, his season started way before ours. He was in the Tigers system at High A and Double A to start the year. Now another 2-2, and it is up and in. Well, after the previous called strike, got to trust yourself to not extend the zone. He stays true to what he sees in the strike zone. Works it full. There's the stretch from Baker. And the pitch, it is swung on and laced foul. Looked out in the stands. Fortunately, it hit a seat or a railing as he yanks it into the seats in right. We'll do it again. Double walk, loading the bases this inning. Then Baker got the strikeout of Harris. Revs trying to extend the 6-1 lead. And the pitch to Jack, swinging a sharp ground ball to second. The flip to the shortstop. Baca guns it. It's a double play. 4-6-3. Hit it right at Blackstone. He starts the twin killing. And the Revs, who had him loaded with nobody out. Now, Polo thought something happened there, that it wasn't the third out. What's going on? There was one out. There's some confusion. Did somebody miss the bag or something? Polo's telling everybody to stay on the field. The grounds crews started to come out for the drag. Oh, wow. Stan Clyburn coming out to argue. Did the shortstop somehow miss the bag coming across? Baca? Blue Crabs are arguing this is potentially going to be a mess right here. Clyburn arguing, so I've got to think something potentially went against his team. Dario Pisano, by the way, he had come in to play first base when Rosa went from first over to third. And he's part of the argument. Now he's trying to get into the face of the third base ump, Mike Williams. Warren Nicholson standing in between. Pisano jawing. Oh no, I'm sorry. That was the pitcher, Patrick Baker. Pisano had headed off with the ball. That was Baker, the pitcher, who was in the face of Mike Williams, and Nicholson cut in between. Sanford is standing on second, so they perhaps did not call him out. Kenley's still standing over by first. Lenine by third, which would be the situation if everybody went up one base, and that would mean that Gregorio scored somehow. And safe is the call. And Stan Clyburn going back for some more. This is going to be a 7-1 lead. I'm just not entirely sure. Did they get any out on the play? I think it's that Baca missed the bag by the looks of it. They tried to go 4-6-3. It was a long flip. But now is Kenley still on at first or not? Because they did make a relay there in time to get him, which if they didn't get the out at second would only be the second out. And now Stan Clyburn's been thrown out of the game. Mike Williams, the third base ump, tossing him. Well, the last few nights we've just been here doing our thing, everybody else getting thrown out. Tonight it's Stan Clyburn who gets tossed. He wants some more, and Joe Walsh trying to stand in between. Warren Nicholson standing in between. Stan is verbally giving it to Mike Williams from afar. Daryl Thompson, their pitching coach, out to argue as well on behalf of Patrick Baker and the team. And Ray Ortega, the entire coaching staff out there, although they also thought that the inning was switching, and that they were going to be batting. We had the grounds crew coming on. Kenley's trying to figure out where he's supposed to be. Is he on or not? And I guess not. He starts toward the dugout, so I guess he's out. But I think he'll pick up an RBI on that. And a 7-1 lead is evidently Baca missed second, which means Gregorio scores. Lenine is standing down at third, and Sanford stands on the bag at second. He is still out there, and heads up Polo, who I guess the base ump, the third base ump, Mike Williams, who was over near second, he had to have signaled safe. And Polo might have been the only one that saw that. He was hollering at guys, get on the base, stay on the base. He called him safe. I think he was hollering at the grounds crew to get off the field. Polo was the only one directing traffic. And here's Melky as he swings and sends one foul the other way and right. Inning continues with second and third. There are 2 outs, a run home to make it 7-1. Baker was steamed. That's a run on him. On his line. Blue Crabs down their manager now for the rest of the night. And the 0-1 to Melky. That is down and away. And hey, with TrackMan, there isn't much that you can argue anymore. So when you get a chance somewhere else, you may as well get your frustration out. That is an RBI for Jack on a fielder's choice. Pitch to Mesa is drilled. Deep center field. Collier back. It's off the baggie and in play. And both runners will score. Melky slides in at second. It's a 2-run double. 9-1. The Revs have blown this game wide open here in the 6th. And Baker and the Crabs, no doubt, still frustrated, still steamed, and Melky got one over the plate and crushed it. I think a warmer night, some of these balls would be way out of here, but they haven't been going out tonight, but that one hit about halfway up the batter's eye. And that is quite productive as well, right down the middle. Off the center field fence, and Melky 1 RBI away from 60 now for the year. It's his 24th double, the league's 3rd most. And the Revs with 3 here in the 6th, make it 9-1. Here's Franco. Baker with the pitch, breaking ball, that's high. Blue Crabs with bullpen activity. Baker thought he was out of the inning. And now 3 runs later, it's still going. It's the 1-0. And a slider, got that one over for a strike. Franco 1 for 3 tonight. 2-run single as part of the 6-run 5th. And he's got 5 RBIs and 3 starts since coming back. Kind of the same pace that he left on. 1-1. And a swing and a foul back, out of play. Pretty much all sliders from Baker. It looks like he's leaving them up. And no doubt he's frustrated. He's also up to 35 pitches now. Now they have Ty Tracy up in their bullpen. On the stretch from Baker. And the 1-2, that's in the dirt and skips away from DeLuca way over to the third base side. Mesa sprints to third. And he'll settle on with a wild pitch. I think Melky might have thought that he had the home run on that swing to center. He had to hustle to get to second, but all's well that ends well. Now the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Baker goes off speed again, and that ends the inning, but the Revs score 3 more in the 6th, and they do it on 2 hits, 1 left. It's a 9-1 lead. We are going to the 7th, and Austin Nicely back to the mound. 7th inning here at Peoples Bank Park.
You get in your car, and you start your car. You put the car in gear, and you go nowhere.
What the?
Because your transmission has failed, or you try and put it in gear and it makes an awful grinding noise, or you put it in gear and take off, but when it's time for the transmission to shift, the RPMs just go higher, but you aren't gaining any speed.
Dang it!
Now you've heard of the good-looking genius and the crew at Broadway Transmission, right here on the radio. But now all you have to do is go to www.broadwaytrans.com to arrange a tow right from the website, and in a flash, your vehicle is on its way to the recovery, and with the best tracked warranty in the industry. Easy financing, free towing with repairs, AAA authorized, and the most recommended family-owned transmission shop around since 1951.
Broadway Transmission will get your shift together and stand behind it too. Visit us on the web at broadwaytrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
I felt like my well-being was tied to the morning stock numbers. I wanted to invest, but grew tired of the stress of potential losing it all. A friend of mine suggested I talk to Tom Dasher about a fixed index annuity that could be a stable option while still seeing potential growth. Tom has been helping folks here in York County for over 30 years. Give him a call at 717-487-2096 to see if he can assist you.
New FM signal, new website. Visit us online at 989WOYK.com and take us on the go. Download the new WOYK app today.
Head of the 7th inning tonight, 9-1. The Revs have really blown this game apart. And Austin Nicely with 104 pitches begins the 7th. Michael Baca swings and flies it to right. James Harris backpedals, makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out to start the 7th inning. And nobody up in that Revs bullpen. Nicely's season high 111 pitches. That was the second half opener in Lancaster. And then he came back on short rest a few days later at West Virginia to try to help the team. Here is Cesar Trejo back at the top of the order. He swings and lines one, but out of the reach of Kenley at second. That's a base hit. Just the 5th hit for the Blue Crabs tonight. As he sprays it the other way, Kenley went to his left and elevated, but couldn't reach it. A 1-out base runner for Kent Blackstone. Left on left. Blackstone 2 ground outs and a walk. First pitch, he swings and pops it up. They're swinging it. First pitch is all over. Franco toward the Revs dugout. He's got room. Squeezes 2 down. All 3 this inning have gone after the first one. That's fine by Austin, I'm sure. He's got 2 outs here in the 7th, and he's only added 3 more pitches to his line. And now with 107, here comes Jovan Rosa, who's 2 for 3 with a run scored tonight. Scored back in the 4th. It was 1-0 Blue Crabs at that point. Not anymore. Here's Nicely's first pitch. It is up high. The 1-0. And there's a fastball strike. Nice and easy, right to Lenine's mitt. One, and that's down low. Franco letting nicely know he's not holding Trejo with the big lead. Now fires, and a swing and a fly ball to right. Harris back toward right center. He's there waiting on it, and puts it away. Austin Nicely through 7 magnificent innings tonight. The offense has come to support him, and Nicely doing his job. Just 1 run on 5 hits through 7. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left. That's probably it for him, but who knows? And it's stretch time here at Peoples Bank Park with the score, York 9, Southern Maryland 1.
Many ancient cultures believed our feet to be the source of well-being. In fact, from the moment humankind first stood upright, our feet have been our most fundamental connection with the earth. At Flying Feet, we strive to strengthen that connection with a selection of summer footwear that are fashionably appealing, orthopedically correct, and most importantly, comfortable.
Flying Feet.
Since we introduced them, OOFOS has been the hottest brand of thongs, slides, and clogs on the market. Lightweight and fashionable, OOF foam technology absorbs 37% more impact than traditional foam footwear materials. Less stress on your feet and joints means OOFOS all-day comfort. Now Flying Feet introduces New Sole. These American-made thongs and slides are soft, lightweight, and super comfortable. Their supportive footbed addresses a variety of foot ailments. New soles are especially good for water fun as they float, are non-porous, and slip-resistant. See all of the men's and women's styles available for your summer fun at Flying Feet.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes, the sportswear specialty store without specialty prices. 1511 Mount Rose Avenue behind Domino's Pizza, just off exit 18 of I-83.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Listen live and on demand with the new WOYK app and online at 989WOYK.com.
This is Darian Sanford. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Reds. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Revs a 9-1 lead as we head to the bottom of the 7th tonight. Right-hander Ty Tracy, the new pitcher for Southern Maryland. And I guess there's still time to get somebody throwing in that Revs bullpen, but nobody is yet. I believe Mace was deep in the dugout chatting with Nicely after the inning. Haven't seen him come to the railing or anything, so he might still be in this game. It was a 7-pitch, 7th inning. Even with the base hit, he's at 111, matching his season high, and still nobody making a move to start throwing down there. Tyler Hill's got the gear on to loosen somebody up whenever that time comes, but a 9-1 lead as Dotel leads it off here in the bottom of the 7th. 1 for 3, RBI single in the 5th. Ow, he swings and lines one off Tracy's glove toward the bag at second. Baca bare hands and he throws to first late. Infield single for Dotel, he's 2 for 4. An infield Singar. And Tracy lucky that, number one, that ball wasn't right at him. Looked like it was going to rip the glove right off his hand. Revs now with their 10th hit, and 8 of those coming in the last 3 innings. Here is Josue Herrera, who tonight is 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored. it back to that double that apparently clanged off the top of the fence back in. A warmer night, probably way out of here, as Tracy misses down low. A couple of the balls that Franco hit, maybe the same. The one that Melky hit off the batter's eye in center, maybe the same. And a rip the other way, speared by Baca at short, throws to second. Blackstone, a jump throw coming across the bag, and that's late. Herrera beats it, fielder's choice. That ball stung, but Baca, playing toward the middle, went down to all fours and picked it on a hop to the backhand. No hit hard, but it goes as a fielder's choice for the first out. Ty Tracy in 11 outings, no record, and 11.48 ERA. Opponents hitting .388. He's had a bit of a rough go of it. Just a second-year pro. He was in the Pecos League back in 2019. This is definitely a major step up from that. Here is Osmi Gregorio. First pitch swinging, foul tipped into the mid. Osmi on all 3 times tonight, hitting streak now 6. Single, walk, double, 2 runs scored. Pitch, breaking ball, it's up and in. Tracy, a 6-foot righty, listed at 240 pounds. He'll turn 22 with about a week to go in the season. He's very young still. He fires and misses low. He's got a beard, so he looks like he's 32, but... Well, I mean, I guess you can start growing that before you're... I don't know, he looks older than 21. He deals, and a ground ball left side, that finds the hole. Big night for Osmi. Make it 3 for 3. And on base for the 4th time. First and second with 1 out. The Revs with an 11-hit night. Double digits again. And here is Lenine. Lenine 0 for 2 tonight. Walk, 2 runs scored. On base on a walk and a fielder's choice. First pitch to him, fouled back against the netting. Tracy, who's from the West Coast, from Victorville, California. By the way, we're deep into this bottom of the 7th. Still no action in the Revs bullpen, so it is nicely in the 8th. Here's a breaking ball low. 9 runs, 11 hits, 1 error for York. 1 run, 5 hits, no errors for Southern Maryland. The 1-1. And a fastball over for a strike. 88 on it from Tracy. Now fires and a swing and a pop up, foul ground. Pisano from first is over, nearing the stands and out of room. That's a couple of rows in. Lancaster now down 7-0 at Long Island in the 8th. The Revs looking to pull to within 2. The second half North Division standings tonight, which would be the closest they've been since August 14th. Tracy again delivers, breaking ball, swing and a miss. strikes out Lenine. 2 down here in the 7th. And Darian Sanford to the plate. Sanford tonight, 1 for 2, RBI single, walk, 2 runs scored, hitting streak up to 12. And the average approaching 230 now. First pitch is up above the belt. A couple other games, Lexington leading 8-1 in the 6th at Gastonia. And it's now at 9-7 West Virginia, hosting High Point in the 6th inning. 1-0, and that's over for a strike. Scores brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Here it's 9-1 York. Here in the bottom of the 7th. It looks like somebody has begun to play catch in that Revs bullpen. But I do believe Nicely will be beginning the 8th inning. 1-1, and that's high and wide. Our 7th inning stretch tonight brought to you by the newly renovated 4 Points Sheraton of York. I'm only like 7 minutes late on that. 2-1, and a swing and a liner the other way, left center. It's falling, it's down for a hit. And Herrera around third, he's coming home. It's 10-1 York. Darian Sanford, second hit of the night. As he sprays one the other way into left center. Second hit, second ribby. On base for the 3rd time, and it's 10-1. Revs, who had been owned by Southern Maryland, they had lost 8 straight. Really struggled offensively. They've now scored double digits against them in back-to-back meetings. Sunday evening and now here tonight. And Sanford indeed, 2 for 3 tonight. The average has touched 230. What a climb. Here's James Harris. And he swings and fouls the first one off. Harris tonight 0 for 3 with a sac fly. But obviously he has contributed as well. And Sanford, who the low point had, maybe there will be a team in the league named that someday, Low Point. We have High Point. He had fallen to 179 on August 12th. It's the 0-1, and a swing and a bouncing ball to short. Baca gloves, dumps it over to second to end the inning. 230 is the highest it's been since June 19th. Now, the Revs add a run here in the 7th. They do it on 3 hits. And 2 men left. We go to the 8th. Here comes Nicely, jogging back to the mound. It's York 10, Southern Maryland 1.
Everything you've worked for may be facing a hostile takeover, but step outside the boardroom and look around. Not taking care of business right now could leave you dealing with a hostile takeover by crabgrass later this summer. And broadleaf weeds are just beneath the surface, ready to take their share of your turf too. Prevent hostile takeovers. Call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care and give your lawn a good, healthy start this year. Heritage Lawn can apply crabgrass pre-emergent and quality fertilizer now to fortify your lawn for later. HeritageLawnandLandscape.com. World-class care right in your backyard.
Tee off this season on the best layout in Pennsylvania and experience Royal Manchester Golf Links, bringing you to the coast of the British Isles while never leaving your backyard. Our unique Pure Links layout in the rolling hills of York County gives golfers an experience like none other, featuring 18 pristine holes with picturesque views of the countryside and consistently ranked one of the top public courses in the state. Also offering outings and event bookings. Book your tee time today at 717-268-0490 or nab our online specials at RoyalManchesterGolfLinks.com.
WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on. From common bone and joint problems to complex injuries, our team of surgeons, physicians, therapists, and athletic trainers work together for you. We are here for professional athletes, athletes in training, and the weekend warrior. We're the official sports medicine provider for the York Revolution, the York Suburban Trojans, and your weekend tennis team. That's how WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on.
Take us on the go with the new WOYK app. Download on the Apple and Google Play stores today. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Now we start the 8th with Austin Nicely's 112th pitch tonight. It's outside on David Harris. Here's the 1-0 and a changeup sails wide. See how long of a leash she's got. Harris 1 for 2, infield hit and a walk. Nicely is through 7. And he fires, and is swinging a towering fly toward the corner and left. Malky on the move, and it's on its way down, and it's out of play. Out behind Breakers Brewhouse in left. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nicely going at least 7 for the 3rd consecutive start. He fires, and that misses outside, 3-1. Out deals, and a swing and a ground ball. He redirects it to Kenley. Nicely done. Jack throws to first, and that's out number 1. Nicely on the follow through, had his back to the plate, just stuck the glove down. And a lot of times that'll tip it away from where somebody can make the play, but this time it filtered it right to the second baseman. 1-4-3 on the out. And Kenley, who's had as busy night as anybody, handles his 6th ground ball. 1 down. Here is pinch hitter Matt Hibbert, and nicely missing upstairs on him. Well, he is now gone 22 1/3 with 3 earned runs the last 3 starts. Misses high, 2-0. And he's looking for his only win in those 3, but he has been magnificent. 22 1/3, 12 hits on that roll. Here's the 2-0. And this one's over for a strike, or the 1-0, excuse me. That was pitch number 118, and it evens things up. Now he fires, and that's down in the dirt. Hibbert, a 305 hitter. He led off throughout the weekend last weekend. There's the wind, the pitch, and it's up high. And he is on the walk. That was pitch number 121. It's the 4th walk that Nicely's issued tonight, but only 5 hits to go with it. Revs with Victor Capion up in the bullpen. A 1 on, 1 out. And pitch to Dario Pisano is high. This is his first at bat. Lenine will take a moment and head out to chat with Nicely. That'll be the 2nd visit spent tonight. Now at 122 pitches. Pisano came in McAdams' spot. McAdams fouled one off his foot in the 6th and left the game defensively in the bottom half of that inning. Now, this is the first time we've seen him since early in the year. He had been out due to injury, just came back this week, hitting .313, 4 home runs. He got off to a great start this year. Left against left, pitch from Nicely. He swings and he fouls it back toward the press box, and just in front of it, it lands. Over to our right. Right toward official scoring central over there. The Brain Trust. Oh, 1-1. That's up high. Actually, come to think of it, I didn't realize it was that lengthy of a thing at the time. I think Pisano got hurt here back in June. He had been out a couple months. But that's a big addition for them to get back. 2-1, and a swing and a miss. Nicely went changeup. Now at 125 pitches tonight. Zach Collier, lefty on deck. I don't know if Mace has a number in mind for him. He's ready. Here's the 2-2. And a changeup low. Also against Southern Maryland now this year, nicely 21 and a third innings, 2 earned runs. That is dealing. And just 11 hits given up to them. Third start against them, second straight. And now ready, here's the payoff. And a ground ball, jammed him, it's to short. Osme circles, charges, flips, the turn is not in time. Pisano beats it at first. They get the force at second. Here comes Mace to the top step. And on his way to the mound, pitch number 127. And that'll be it for Nicely, who was a half step away from an inning-ending double play to finish 8. But what he will get is quite the ovation as he heads off. What another spectacular performance from the Revs' ace lefty here tonight. And listen to them as he heads off to the dugout. Tips his cap, 127 pitches, 7 2/3 brilliant innings as he descends into the sea of high fives in that Revs dugout, and finally, he is in line for a win tonight. He dominates again, hands it over to Victor Capion here with 2 outs in the 8th. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Revs leading it 10-1.
Spring is in the air, and Harvey's Rental can get you prepared for what's ahead. With the biggest selection of steel products on the market, Harvey's Rental will get you set for your next home project. From lawn and garden equipment, pressure washers, post hole diggers, and more, Harvey's Rental has it all. Have a special get-together or graduation coming up? Harvey's Rental has what you need to make your party memorable. Visit them in person at 1409 South George Street in York or online at harveysrental.com.
When you work with an independent insurance agent, you put the power of choice to work for you. Independent agents know several companies and their coverages, which means more options. And because companies like Donegal Insurance Group use the independent agent system, you not only get quality insurance, you also save money. The independent insurance agent system. Discover the power of choice. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
For more than a century, Pennsylvania American Water has been a recognized leader in all things water. That's why more and more communities are looking to them to serve as their wastewater service provider. Pennsylvania American Water's team of experts has what it takes to deliver safe, dependable, environmentally responsible water services from the source to your tap and back to the source again. Being a good steward of your water, including what goes down the drain, is just one more way Pennsylvania American Water helps keep life flowing.
You're on York's home for Sixers basketball. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Ten to 1, Revs lead. Victor Capion comes on with 2 outs in the 8th. What an effort from Nicely tonight. A half step away at first from finishing 8th, but he got the ovation. 127 pitches, 78 strikes. Goes at least 7 for the 3rd straight start. And here's Zach Collier facing Cap as the first one misses away. And Nicely 7 2/3, 5 hits. All were singles. 1 run, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. 1-0, and a swing and a miss, sinking fastball down and away. That is also the 5th time in the last 7 starts that he's gone at least 7. 7th time overall this season. Cap, the 1-1, and it is down low. Appeal towards second base. Mike Williams says no swing. If they can work a scoreless 8th here, that runner is Nicely's runner. It will be the 3rd straight start. He's given up just 1 earned run. Two-1 from Cap, and a swing and a miss. Another good power sinker down low. Been a while since the Revs have had a comfortable lead of this size. Here's the 2-2, and a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Fastball to end the inning. Capion comes in and takes care of Collier to finish the 8th for Nicely. No runs, no hits, 1 man left. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th tonight. It's the Revs 10, the Blue Crabs 1.
People's Bank is happy to sponsor the home of the York Revolution, People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, committed to helping their clients achieve their dreams and live confidently. That commitment continues at People's Bank Park with Revs games, concerts, events, youth sports, and much more. We're proud to partner of the York Revolution, and we look forward to seeing you at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're your friends, family, and neighbors, and have been serving the community for over 90 years. Whether you need energy for your home or for your business, we've got you covered. We can help keep you comfortable with all your heating needs, from heating oil to propane, electricity to natural gas. And if something breaks, like your air conditioning or furnace, we have a team of HVAC experts ready to fix it, so you can stay comfortable all year long. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-5-SHIPLEY.
Need an excavating contractor for your upcoming project? Get it done locally and get it done right with Barnes & Barnes Incorporated Excavating. Locally owned and in business since 2005, Barnes & Barnes Incorporated Excavating is a small excavating and landscaping business offering demolition, excavating, landscaping, foundations, concrete, sewer and water hookups, lot clearing, welding, fabrication, and more. Located in Windsor at 30 North Blacksmith Avenue, Barnes & Barnes will get the job done right. Call Scott to schedule your project at 717-515-3495. That's 515-3495. Or email him at barnesbarnesscottinc@gmail.com. That's barnesbarnesscottinc@gmail.com.
The York Revolution plays here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Well, we head to the bottom of the 8th inning, and we welcome those of you on radio who were listening to our high school football game of the week presented by Wellspan Sports Medicine. My thanks to Ray and Andy as we join this one for the final inning. The Revs lead it 10-1 here in the series opener against the Blue Crabs tonight. Jack Kenley will lead things off here in the bottom of the 8th. Austin Nicely, 7 2/3 innings, 1 run. A brilliant performance in line for his 6th win. And the offense with a 6-run 5th, 3-run 6th, another in the 7th. Big contributions up and down. And Jack Kenley leads it off, takes down low from new Blue Crab pitcher Cody Strayer, right-hand side armor. And they've also brought Bronson Butcher in to catch here in the bottom of the 8th. It's the 1-0 to Kenley, and it is over for a strike. Jack 1 for 4 tonight. RBI double in the 5th. RBI ground out in the 6th. That was a play where they said that the attempted drag at second did not touch the bag on a double play attempt. Kenley fouls this one back to the net, and that led to Stan Clyburn getting tossed from this game. So another night, another time that the opposing skipper's been thrown. On the 1-2 to Kenley, and a swing and a miss. Strayer, he just holds it like a statue and then has like the most aggressive stride to the plate right from that set position. Really tries to mess with your timing, doesn't throw hard. That gets Kenley for the first out. Now, the other big piece to the story tonight, for those of you just tuning in on radio, Lancaster is trailing 9-1 at Long Island in the 9th. This game is 10-1 York. Revs are 3 outs away from being within 2 games of first place. Here is Melky Mesa, and he swings and drills one foul, yanks it right off the roof of Macho Nacho, and it caroms out toward Arch Street. A loud first strike. Another good night for Melky. He's 2 for 3, 2-run double, intentional walk, run scored. Now 1 RBI away from 60 on the season. Strayer with the pitch, and it is outside. Melky starts and stops, and they appeal it. He held. Revs in the black jerseys and hats tonight. Southern Maryland in the red alternate tops. First of 4 this weekend, wrapping around to Labor Day Monday evening. 1-1, and a swing and a soft line drive over short. That'll drop. Base hit. Jammed Melky, but he muscles it into left and has his 3rd hit of the night. The Revs with 13 as a team. And 7 of the 9 starters have hits. And here is Carlos Franco. 1 for 4 tonight, 2-run single back in the 5th. He's been at first base tonight. Nelly Rodriguez with tonight's game off, and very well could be back in tomorrow. If you were with us last night, hit by a pitch on the hand, but reports were good, just a contusion. Pitch to Franco is a called strike, outside corner. He is in good spirits tonight. Nelly is down in the dugout. The league leader in hitting might only miss 1 game on our WellSpan Sports Medicine injury report. Here's the stretch from Strayer. The 0-1 to Franco. It is down low. That sidearm soft stuff from Strayer. He had previously been in the Pecos League, trying to find himself here in the Atlantic League now. Done a pretty good job in 11 outings, 1 start. 1-1, and a swing and a well-struck ball in the air in right center. David Harris giving chase. It's off the top of the fence and in play. This time, though, they call home run. Mesa stopped at 3rd, Franco at 2nd, but Warren Nicholson, the first base ump, this time says home run. And it's 12-1 here in the bottom of the 8th. And the Blue Crabs want to know about this. It hit on the top and plopped back in. This time they say it's out of here. And Stan Clyburn was tossed 2 innings ago. It's Daryl Thompson who's coming out to argue. Josue Herrera probably wants to know, where was that on mine back in the 5th inning when he thought he had one, but they called it in play for a double. And David Harris, the right fielder, screaming at Warren Nicholson as he makes his way in toward the infield to join the argument. And he is really getting animated. Daryl Thompson a little bit so as well, pointing out toward right center. The Blue Crabs thought it hit the top of the padding and plopped back in, and now Thompson's been tossed from the game. So the Blue Crabs have had their manager tossed, now their pitching coach tossed. Ken Blackstone trying to walk him away as he hollers for some more, being backed up toward the mound and now in the direction of his dugout. Well, this time, home run is the ruling. It was not back in the 5th inning, but Franco's got his 5th and his 2nd since coming back. And a 4 RBI night, a couple nights after driving in 3 in his first start back. Oh no, well now the umpire's getting together. Quite the adventure, as usual. This ought to be good. Nope, gonna stand. Harris and Collier, for that matter. Actually, I think it was the left fielder Trejo who had the side view from the other side of the stadium. They were 2 of the most animated, coming in from the outfield, pleading their case. Ray Ortega, their hitting and third base coach, still hanging around out there. Joe Walsh, bench and first base coach, trying to encourage Strayer, who gave up the bomb. And it is now 12-1. The Revs with 12 runs here the last 4 innings. Franco now has driven in 25 in 17 games with the Revs, 7 in 3 starts since returning. And he'll take it. He stopped at second. Mesa stopped at third, but now, did Daryl Thompson not go to the clubhouse yet? They're not resuming play yet. Oh, I think one of their players might have been tossed also, carrying his gear from third base dugout toward the clubhouse. I'm not sure. That might be McAdams, who left the game earlier. It wasn't somebody that was on the field. Well, ejections left and right here tonight. And here's Encarnacion to pinch hit. He looks at one outside. 12-1 the lead. And again, it's so bizarre. We had the one that Herrera and the Revs thought clearly was gone in the 5th, and it was ruled in play, a double. Here's the 1-0 to JC. That's just outside. Torres flinched, didn't get the trigger from TrackMan, though. And now here in the 8th, we have one where even Franco and Mesa stopped, and the Blue Crabs were convinced was still in play, but called a home run. 2-0, and that's over for a strike. Pitch, it is across, that's a strike. Encarnacion last night had a pinch hit, 2-run homer to dead center that ended up being the difference. He's had some huge pinch hits. Tonight it's a huge lead as he stands in, and he swings and misses. Strayer went overhand to try to mess with him, and it worked. Breaking ball strikes him out. 2 down here in the 8th. Biggest offensive night the Revs have had in 3 weeks since that 16-1 win at Gastonia on a Friday night. Here's Herrera, 1 for 4, double, 2 runs scored. Strayer with the pitch and a swing and a miss. Franco might owe Herrera a little something. Josue didn't get the homer, Carlos did. On the 0-1, and he swings and fouls it back. By the way, Revs with Israel Cruz getting ready for the 9th. And 3 outs away from, believe it or not, their first 3-game winning streak at home this season. Had won back-to-back home games 5 times previously. Pitch to Herrera, he swings and misses. Down low, tag applied to make it official, but the Revs add 2 more on Franco's blast. 2 hits, nobody left, and we go to the 9th. Revs looking to finish off a big opener to the weekend. It's York 12, Southern Maryland 1.
I'm here with Kevin Smith from Smith Wealth Advisory Group of Janney Montgomery Scott, who was recently named by Forbes and the Financial Times as one of the best financial advisors not only in the state, but also in the country. Kevin, explain the meaning of your group's tagline, a wealth of knowledge about wealth.
We've built our reputation as one of the premier wealth advisors in the country for many reasons, not the least of which is our vast expertise about wealth in all its meanings and forms. Although traditionally wealth is viewed in a monetary context with all the challenges that entails, which we're fully equipped to address, true wealth has little to do with money. To me, being wealthy is more a state of mind centered upon happiness and contentment. It's memories and experiences with friends, family, and those you love. It's finding meaning and purpose, pursuing passions, chasing dreams, and embracing life for all it has to offer. That's the type of wealth our clients long for and that we help them achieve.
You've noted that your group is guided by a quote by Henry David Thoreau, wealth is the ability to fully experience life. Tell me more about that.
It's so true. Being wealthy is really about experiencing the richness of life itself. When you think about it, it's not ultimately money that matters, but what money can do. We help our clients educate their children and grandchildren so that they can have promising futures. We help them retire comfortably, support worthwhile causes, and endow meaningful legacies. We help them age with dignity and so much more.
For all your financial planning, investment, and wealth management needs, contact Smith Wealth Advisory Group at 779-2769 or at smithwealthadvisory.com. Smith Wealth Advisory Group, helping you fully experience life. Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Head of the 9th, Revs looking to finish off what has turned into a blowout tonight. They lead it 12-1. 14 hits for the offense. And the other part of the equation tonight, Austin Nicely, 7 2/3, 1 run. Magnificent, gave up just 5 hits. Out there for 127 pitches. Victor Capian got the final out of the 8th, and now it's Israel Cruz on for the 9th. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. And Bronson Butcher, the catcher, will lead things off. Took over for DeLuca last inning, as they have gotten 3 of their 5 position players on their bench tonight into the game. And here's Cruz's first pitch. It is taken high. Cruz has been outstanding himself. Revs bullpen most of the time, has performed quite well recently. Here's the 1-0. And a swing and a miss on a high, hard one. Cruz 1-1, a 2.70 ERA in 11 appearances, 10 innings, just 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned. Now he winds and fires, and a fastball a little bit low. And meanwhile, facing Butcher, who in 19 games has hit 152. was in the Pioneer League earlier this year. There's the wind, the 2-1, and a swing and a miss. Fastball. It's with Idaho Falls. Pioneer League used to be Rookie League, now MLB Partner League. Cruz winds up, the 2-2, and a fastball, strike 3 called. He paints the outside corner and starts the 9th inning with a K. 1 down, and the Revs are 2 outs away from being within 2 games of first place. It's a final at Long Island. The Ducks beat Lancaster 9-1. And here it's 12-1. Revs looking for a 3rd straight win, 8th in the last 11. And here's Michael Baca, 0 for 3 tonight. First pitch, a cue ball, grounded foul. As that goes spinning toward first, but it stays foul the whole way. Revs also tonight, game number 10 on a stretch of 30 in a row in the division. And while they would improve to 8-3 in their last 11 overall, they would improve to 7-3 on this important inter-division stretch. Here's a swing and a fly to center. Sanford backs up, under it waiting, makes the catch. 2 down here in the 9th. Austin Nicely will finally get win number 6. He has been dominant more often than not, but finally his first win since the second half opener. Picked a great night to do it against one of the teams the Revs are chasing. Here's Jake Marshall, who will pinch hit for Trejo. And the first one from Cruz, that's right there. Strike called. Now Cruz, the wind, and the pitch. And a swing and a foul tip back to the netting. 1 strike away. Cruz trying to go scoreless for the 5th time in his last 6 outings to finish it off. Now he winds and he fires, and a swing and a broken bat. Comebacker! Cruz has it! Fires to first, ball game over. Revs have won their 3rd in a row and 8th in the last 11. They blow out the Blue Crabs in the Labor Day weekend opener tonight. 12-1, the final score. Austin Nicely brilliant in 7 2/3 in the win, and a big night for the offense, their biggest in 3 weeks. Down 1-0 into the 5th, they exploded for 6 and kept adding from there. And got contributions up and down the lineup tonight, 14 hits. And the Revs are within 2 games of first in the Atlantic League North here in the second half, closest they've been since August 14th, when they were rained out at Gastonia. This was better than a rain out tonight. The Revs had dropped 8 in a row against Southern Maryland before Game 2 last Sunday. They won that one 10-6. And they trounced the Blue Crabs tonight, winning 12-1 on a night that saw Southern Maryland have 3 members of their on-field personnel get ejected. Frustrating night for them, a very enjoyable start to the holiday weekend for the Revs, who have 3 to go on this homestand. 3 big ones, and off to a great start as they tighten things up in the Atlantic League North. Final score, York 12, Southern Maryland 1. Stay tuned. Post-game show is coming up next.
Since 1934, PSECU has given Pennsylvanians financial opportunities to live a better life. We are a credit union who offers valuable free and low-fee financial products, broad lending options, and outstanding money management for financing life. At PSCCU, we are proud of who we are and committed to who we serve because our Pennsylvania roots run deep. We are banking on a difference. Visit PSCCU.com to join us. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Equal opportunity lender.
Hey Revs fans, now's your chance to win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy. This season, during every home game at Peoples Bank Park, it's the all-new Shipley Energy Grand Slam inning. Each game, one inning will be designated, and one name will be selected as the contestant. If the Revs hit a Grand Slam that inning, you could win $5,000. To enter, stop by Fan Services and fill out your form, or enter via the York Revolution app or YorkRevolution.com. Sign up today and win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy this season.
Backed by popular demand, Grumpy Old Men, the musical, returns to the stage at Dutch Apple Dinner Theater, playing August 5th through September 4th. Based on the 1993 film, the story centers on two crotchety old neighbors, Max and John, who've been feuding most of their lives, but are reunited in friendship by their charming and eccentric new neighbor, Ariel. This laugh-out-loud story of family, friends, and romance is guaranteed to delight. For reservations, call the box office at 717-898-1900 or visit DutchApple.com.
New FM signal, new website. Visit us online at 989WOYK.com and take us on the go. Download the new WOYK app today.
Revs win it tonight. 12-1 is your final score. Daryl Henry back with you post-game from Peoples Bank Park. Revs win their third in a row, 8th in the last 11, and now at 11-14 in the second half. Southern Maryland falls to 13-12. Revs are within 2 games of both Southern Maryland and Lancaster for first place with 35 games to go. Just 2 games back, and this important stretch of all these division games, they're about a third of the way through it now, and 7-3 in the first 10, and 8-3 in the last 11 games overall. And recapping things here tonight, obviously Austin Nicely was locked in and actually trailed though until the middle innings, and Nicely and Carl Bryce traded zeros through the first 3 innings. Southern Maryland did draw first blood in the fourth. A 2-out RBI single from Zach Collier on a rip through the right side of the infield, but Nicely left the bases loaded. He allowed 2 singles, a hit batter, and a walk in the inning, but only allowed the 1 run. And then in the bottom of the 5th inning, the Revs got to Bryce, and they did so in a big way. And it started with a disputed deep drive from Josue Herrera, who the Revs thought had gone yard just right of the batter's eye. It bounced back in, and on that play, the umpiring crew said that it had stayed in play and it was only ruled a double, not a home run. And crazy that we would have something very similar later in the game go the other way. But Herrera did ignite things in that 5th inning. Gregorio walked, Lenin Rodriguez bunted, and Josh McAdams made an unwise decision going to second on that play. Could not throw out the runner at second, Gregorio, on the forced try, and the Revs had him loaded with nobody out in the bottom of the 5th inning, and boy, did they take advantage. Darian Sanford, RBI single to right, tied the game at 1. That extended his hitting streak to 12, the Revs' 3rd longest this season. And then James Harris, a sac fly, gave him the lead 2-1. Jack Kenley, who's been kind of fighting through it here this week, he drilled an RBI double over David Harris's head in right. That made it 3-1. Intentional walk to Melky Mesa. They chose to face Carlos Franco instead, and Franco made them pay with a 2-run single ripped into right. At that point, it was a 5-run inning, and that ended Bryce's night. And Wellington Dotel greeting reliever Patrick Baker with an RBI single up the middle, made it 6-1. And then 3 more in the 6th inning, and it was, again, a leadoff double. Gregorio starting things, then a couple of walks from Baker, And he thought he had gotten out of the inning unscathed after a strikeout and a potential double play, but they ruled that Michael Baca missed second on the drag and the transfer coming across from short, and that led to Stan Clyburn being ejected. A run scored on that play. Kenley was credited an RBI, and the lead at that point was 7-1. And Melky Mesa followed with a 2-run double off the batter's eye in dead center, and the Revs kicked down the door, made it 9-1 at that point. And they scored in each of their final 4 innings of offense tonight. Sanford an RBI single in the 7th, and then in the 8th, more ejections from that third base dugout, because this time Carlos Franco with a drive that hit, let's just say, near the top of the wall in right center. Another one that bounced back onto the field, and he stopped at second. I don't know if he was convinced that it did not leave the yard and that it was a double, or if he was just playing it safe. But Warren Nicholson, the first base, this time was signaling home run all the way. Blue Crabs didn't think so, but Franco with the 2-run shot, and that closed the scoring with the 12-1 final. And the rest of the story tonight was Austin Nicely, your Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group player of the game. 7 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 1 run. Was out there for 127 pitches. He was an eyelash away from finishing 8, but when they didn't finish that double play on the last batter he faced, he did get the ovation coming off in the middle of the inning, and the bullpen closed it for him. And I mentioned how good Nicely's been in this second half, but the Revs have struggled to score for him. Well, he finally wins for the first time since the second half opener. But now over his last 3 starts, get a load of this, he's gone 22 2/3 innings, 12 hits, 3 earned runs. 1 earned run in each of those 3. That's it. And now against Southern Maryland this season, he's gone a total of 21 2/3 innings, 11 hits, and 2 earned runs in 3 starts. He beats them for the second time here tonight. And he has also now gone at least 7 innings in 3 straight starts, 5 of the last 7, and 7 times total on the season. So a big win for the Revs. They take care of business on both sides of the page here tonight, and they also move up. That's the big thing. A little bit closer in the second half standings, just 2 games back now, heading into play tomorrow. 12-1 your final tonight. We'll take one final break here in the post game, check the scores from elsewhere, get you set for tomorrow, and we'll wrap things up for you when we come back.
Pennsylvanians are creating their own soundtrack. Thanks to PA Lottery Scratch-Offs, excitement's back. Pennies, nickels, dimes, or quarters, no matter your choice, scratching's always in order. With big top prizes and second chance drawings, thrills await. They're out there calling. If it's excitement you seek and you're looking for action, play the PA Lottery. And keep on scratching. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
The York County Solid Waste Authority turns up the heat every day. On your garbage, that is. Advanced waste-to-energy technology is used to burn garbage at 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit in environmentally controlled combustion units. This reduces air emissions and produces electricity, enough to power 20,000 homes every minute of every day. Visit www.ycswa.com to learn more. In York County, garbage is power.
Shadowfax is committed to helping people with intellectual disabilities live an everyday life in their home and community. Currently, Shadowfax is seeking applicants with a passion for making a difference, one person at a time. Open positions include residential direct support professional, day services community support staff, LPN, IT manager, and residential schedulers. For a full list of open positions and pay rates, visit shadowfax.org. Shadowfax, building relationships, creating possibilities. Shadowfax is an equal opportunity employer.
Cannonball Charlie's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Final segment tonight, Revs win it 12-1, and as always, our final segment brought to you by Brewery Products and Budweiser, reminding you to enjoy responsibly all season, get home safely every time, and sign the pledge form at Fan Services here at Peoples Bank Park. You can be entered to win a prize pack courtesy of the Revs and Brewery Products. And as we always do, we'll take a look at scores from elsewhere first. Around the league, brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Good news from Long Island. Lancaster falls on its face, loses to the Ducks 9-1. So the Revs are within 2 games of both Southern Maryland and Lancaster for first place. Lexington leads 12-3 in the 8th inning at Gastonia. And in the bottom of the 8th, wild one in West Virginia, the Rockers and the Power tied 9-9. High Point has won 3 in a row. They lead West Virginia by 2.5. So that would be a big one for the Power to get, and they're tied in the bottom of the 8th. Major League games, they're in the 9th in New York. Orioles and Yankees tied at 2. Mets have a 2-0 lead in D.C. They're in the 9th inning against the Nationals. Top 9 north of the border, A's and Blue Jays 8-8, tie game there. Red Sox lead the Indians 8-4 in the 8th inning at Fenway. Tigers all over the Reds 10-3 in the 6th. Phillies are getting embarrassed in Miami 10-3 in the 8th inning at Marlins Park. They're in a rain delay in Kansas City. White Sox and Royals have yet to get started. Cardinals an 8-0 lead in Milwaukee as they play in the 6th. Rockies lead the Braves 3-2 in the 5th inning in Denver. Underway in Anaheim tonight. Rangers and Angels no score. Also just getting started out west tonight. The Mariners, hang on, Internet. Mariners have an early 1-0 lead on Arizona. That game is in the 1st inning. Dodgers and Giants, no score in the 1st, and there are 2 finals. The Cubs beat the Pirates 6-5 at Wrigley. The Rays beat the Twins 5-3. And the Astros and Padres will get started in about 10 minutes, and there you have it. Around Baseball brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care here tonight. Final in our game, Revs 12, Blue Crabs 1. Your totals in this one for York, 12 runs, 14 hits, 1 error, 6 left on. For Southern Maryland, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. They leave 9. Austin Nicely, the winner, he is 6-8. Carl Bryce, the loss, 3-3. Time of the game, 3 hours, 5 minutes, and played in front of 2,134. Here at Peoples Bank Park tonight. We'll do it again tomorrow. It's a 6:30 first pitch, and it's Ag and Farm Night here at the stadium. Also, our Lutherans Fight Hunger event here tomorrow night. And on the mound, Eduardo Rivera makes the start, 4-2 with a 3.95 ERA. Josh Rader makes his first start for Southern Maryland tomorrow night. Ray will be back with me. We're on the air at 6:10 for the pregame. Hope you can join us then. And also, don't forget tomorrow morning, tune in at 9 a.m. Central PA Game Day with Nav and Ray in studio recapping Week 2 of the high school football slate. Glad we could jump on for the end of this one as Ray and Andy were kind enough to hand it off after West York and Spring Grove. And Revs with a big win to start off this Labor Day weekend, and they pulled within 2 games of first. Final score, York 12 and Southern Maryland 1. Until tomorrow night, for Gracie Priest on the stream, Daryl Henry saying so long from Peoples Bank Park. Once again, your final score, it's the York Revolution 12 and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 1. Thanks a lot for listening. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night, and we'll talk to you tomorrow at 6:10 for the pregame right here on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.